The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the network or anyone affiliated. There will be mature and possibly immature content. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't listen at all. It's very poorly produced. Take me to your leader.
Welcome to the Monster Castle Radio Show. For the extreme paranormal listener. And here is your host, the Wolfman, Mike.
This is where the real freaks hang out, alright, yeah.
Treat they're scaring you. Watch out for goblins gobbling upon you. Yeah, alright. The time has come. Groovy. Halloween has come. Beating on the drum. Make your face a sickly green. Dress up for Halloween. Halloween has come. Beating on the drum. Yeah. Make your face a sickly green. Alright, monster freaks. Everybody ready for some more paranormal radio? Alright, it's the Wolfman. Can you dig it? Fantastic. Groovy, baby. Alright. And we are here with Adam Shadow and Darren.
Oh, yeah.
Darren, the man of 1,000,300 questions and 47.
I'm here. It feels like it's been like 4 weeks. It's a long week for some reason.
Yeah, man. That's because we're not doing the Friday show. It sucks. Soon it'll be back.
When?
As soon as they stop making me work overtime at the factory.
You guys have like a big project or something?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Right on. What do you mean?
Are you fixing chips?
Yeah.
No, we make skyjacks. So you can reach the sky.
Is there like a big order,
man.
or are you guys just short-handed because someone got injured?
No, they think they got more orders in, yeah. Boom, all of a sudden, just more orders.
Short-handed, eh?
Yeah. They're short-handed, so they need a skyjack to reach it.
We'll just have to do a show that's twice as good every Saturday.
Yeah, man. What the hell's going on here? I got 2 instances of this going on. Has you guys got any news today? Besides anything about like the war that they're about to start?
I've got a supernatural article.
What about this? Anybody got anything? Darren, you got anything on the 59 cruise missiles that they launched on some probably just target that was already abandoned? I bet you that was an abandoned airport. I don't know. That's my guess. To me, false flag. I'm calling false flag.
Oh, definitely. There's no reason that guy had to chemically bomb his own people when he's winning the war. He's already killed over 500,000 people. I just don't see it happening. It's a false flag. Who knows if it's a good thing or not? I mean, it's just, I hate it. I hate the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a feeling that the airport that was bombed was probably already abandoned and shut down. It was probably some.
They said that they told the Russians we were going to bomb it. So who knows?
Yeah, I think they're all involved. Everybody has it all involved. All 3 parties are involved.
You know what probably happened? They probably knew that there was a plane that was going to drop some munitions. They probably stuck a sarin gas bomb on there just to pin them down and say that they did it. You know, who knows? Who knows? That's what I think happened. I don't know. There's no way that he would order, sarin gas to be dropped. He was already winning. They were winning the war there. He was going to retain his power. The whole thing's ridiculous. And for the press to go along with it, it just makes me sick to my stomach. Everybody's like, yeah. I don't buy any of it.
No, I don't buy it either. Hang on a sec. Okay, then we'll just have to do this. Is this working? No. There we go. There you go, Adam. Paranormal
Coming
news.
up in a moment is Jeff the Gray.
Sorry, no, Jeff's not.
Co-host of Monster Castle Paranormal Radio on
We're out of control.
KTOK
Out of control. Out of
Broadcasting
control.
Network, thefringe.fm.
We're hoping Jeff Gray comes on, but right now we're going to do paranormal news with Adam Strange. No, Adam Shadow. That's right. Get it right, Wolfman. Adam's Shadow. Adam, you can see your shadow, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not scared of your shadow, are you? Oh, that's right. That's why they.
The shadow? No,
that's why they call you Adam Shadow. Awesome. All right. Okay, what do you got, buddy?
I got a cool article that I found. That was on the Wall Street Journal about the supernatural. And here it is. Intrigued by the supernatural? Move over vampires, werewolves, and zombies. Demonic possession and exorcism are taken over. Wizards, young and old, seductive witches, and good-looking vampires. These are all some of the supernatural characters that have invaded the book, movie, and video game industries. What is the appeal? Belief in ghosts has soared in recent decades from 1 in 10 Americans to 1 in 3, writes sociology professor Claude Fisher. Young Americans are twice as likely as old Americans to say they've consulted psychics, believe in ghosts, and believe in haunted houses. Not surprisingly, stories about evil spirits inhabiting humans are making a frightening comeback. The reborn success of demonic possession in popular culture owes something to the zombie, werewolf, and vampire surge of the past decade, writes Michael Kelly in the Wall Street Journal. One report states that anywhere from 25% to 50% of people worldwide believe in ghosts, and ghosts feature prominently in literature of most cultures. And a survey done in the United States by sociology professors Christopher Bader and Carson Mencken revealed that a staggering 70 to 80% of Americans strongly believe in at least one type of paranormal activity. Is involvement with spiritism and the paranormal just innocent fun?
All right.
Is that? Hey, Wolfman.
Yeah, man.
Are you done, Adam?
Yep.
I've got a story that I don't know if you heard about this on the other show there. Craig talked to Joe about it, about the UFO enthusiast in Brazil. Did you hear about this? He went missing. Can I tell you this story? Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay. UFO enthusiast mysteriously vanishes, leaving behind a den filled with secret codes, 14 encrypted books, and a statue of 16th century philosopher who predicted aliens' existence. His name's Bruno Borges. He's 24. He disappeared from his home in Rio Blanco in the west of Brazil. He has spent the last month working on a special alien project, his sister said. The psychology student locked himself in his room for hours on end to finish the project. He covered his walls in code. There's pictures too. I put it on Twitter. And produced 14 encrypted manuscripts on space. A UFO enthusiast who mysteriously vanished last week left behind a den. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Let me get to the good part here. All right. He has not been seen since March 27th, and his father told local press he was last seen in a T-shirt and a pair of shorts. And he would have had no money nor any documents. So they're criminally investigating his disappearance. His father, who's a local businessman, Athos Borges, told, we've tried to call him on his phone, but he's off. He's never gone before. So he's been gone since the 27th. And the pictures in his room are absolutely incredible. And I put it all on Twitter on 47 Talk. So check it out. It's pretty amazing. So just wanted to tell you about that, everybody.
Hello.
All
right.
All done.
My dog was freaking out. I had to leave, so I didn't know where you were at there. I missed that.
Oh, it's right at the end.
All right. Okay. Then I guess we should introduce our guest, right? Where is it? Guest intro. Should definitely.
Let's just do some dead air for a couple minutes.
Okay, dead air first, folks.
And everybody go get it.
Oh,
Paisley Town.
Yeah.
Are you there? Right on.
I
All
am
right.
here.
This is our guest for the evening. Is psychic and medium Paisley Town. Also a numerologist and intuitive reader.
Yes,
What
intuitive
else?
reader, psychometrist.
Psychometrist. What is that?
what is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Well, when people come to see me in person for readings, I usually hold on to something that belongs to them, like a piece of jewelry or a set of keys.
Oh, I see.
Or sometimes they'll bring me a photograph in a sealed envelope. I put that in my hands and I start telling them stuff from spirit.
All right.
It's
Right on.
really fun.
That's how you first knew that you had a gift, didn't
Yep.
you?
Absolutely.
How old were you when that started?
Well, I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you, Darren.
No,
Yeah.
you were an adult though.
Kill
I was an
him.
adult.
I will
Alright.
electrocute him. Igor, what's going on, man? Igor's here. I'm sorry, Darren. I won't let him electrocute you.
That's okay.
Oh no, it's
How's
not.
Igor
He's
doing?
serious. He's serious, man. He wanted. As soon as he heard that word "kill," he's like, "Yeah. I'm hip."
He just came out.
Yeah, he's been here.
How's he doing this week? I heard he was a little sick last week.
He actually had a bath, first time in a year.
Oh, maybe that's what caused him to be sick.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm letting him stay up here this time. He wanted reading. I said, "You have a bath."
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he's here.
Hello, Paisley. Hi.
Good evening.
That's Igor. Yeah,
He sounds fine.
yeah.
He sounds way better than he did last week.
I'm still like, I'm sitting on the stairs. I'm halfway still in the dungeon. Because it smells better down here.
I thought it smelled like dead bodies.
Yeah, he likes that stuff though. He digs it. He
Oh,
digs
the
it. You
smell
get it?
of
He digs it.
rotting fish and bodies and stuff.
Igor digs the
Nice.
dead bodies. Yeah, he digs them. And he digs them up and then he puts them back, and then he digs them up again, then he puts them back.
So, do you think we should talk to Paisley about her life and then take readings, or after that, like it?
Oh,
Midnight
that's
when we go on
totally,
the,
totally up to
Fringe?
you. Paisley, what do you feel like doing?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
We didn't even ask her if she wants to take readings, but I figured that she would probably want to.
Well, I'm a reader, so I
Yeah.
can handle that.
All right.
All right, so I guess if we get people that call, we could do a reading, and if not, we'll just keep interviewing you, I guess.
Sure, just interview me for 3 hours. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a lot of questions.
And at 3 o'clock, at 3
Darren,
a.m.
we're shocked that you have questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what did you think of all the
That's
questions,
amazing.
man? You know, yeah. So
Maybe Michael's got some questions.
Oh, I always have questions. I'm wondering where you
Right.
get all your questions. That's my first question. I was wondering where you get all your questions.
I have no idea. I think
Yeah.
they come from the same place that Paisley gets her information sometimes. They just come to me.
Well, Paisley was doing a reading for me, so why don't we continue on that?
Ooh, nice.
Off the
Did you have any questions you wanted answered, Michael?
Okay. Okay, do I say it out loud or what?
Sure, you can say it out loud. That way the listeners will have some idea what we're talking about.
All right.
Is Michael your birth name?
Yes.
And do you always go by Mike?
No. Sometimes a lot of people just call me Wolfman or Mike or Michael. I go by a lot of names.
Okay, so the name Mike and the name Wolfman are similar, but the name Michael is completely different from those two. When I run the numbers of your name,
Okay.
you're more intuitive as Wolfman or Mike.
Okay. That's probably right. When I'm called Wolfman, I feel more intuitive for sure.
Well, plus you're born in October, so that helps.
When I call myself Michael, that's when I'm more like I can banish things.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's because as Michael, you're very sensitive. You're a sensitive.
Yeah. Okay.
Double sensitive?
No, a
Ultimate
sensitive
sensitive.
is like another word for a psychic, right?
Yeah.
On the east coast of, Boston, east coast of Canada, they call people that are psychics, they call them sensitive. So Wolfman's a sensitive.
Yeah. He's
I always knew that.
I'm not sure what to ask you though. I can't think of anything right now.
Well, I can tell you this. I can tell you that.
Will we ever get successful this show so that we can get better equipment and stuff and bigger?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You just answer it just like that, eh? Boom.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
I want to tell you why it's hard for you to ask the question. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So when I look at your birthday, October 4th, the number 1 in October and the number 4 in the 4th day, those two numbers have elements like October is water and the 4th day is fire. So that would indicate to me that you have some hesitation making decisions about things.
That's true. All my life.
So
I've always been like,
sometimes you might
maybe I should do
focus on
this.
things. Yeah, you might focus on things that you don't want instead of focusing on the things that you want. So, for example, when you even asked me the question, will we ever be successful? That's almost coming from a place of worry. Your question should have been, Paisley, when am I going to be successful? How soon is it going to happen?
Oh, okay.
Right? Same answer. Yes, it's going to happen.
All right. I should have been more, yeah. So anyways, folks, that's awesome. At 3 o'clock, we're going to join the network, KTLK network. Right now, we're just on Spreaker because Paisley has a limited schedule. She has to do readings tomorrow, right? Or take calls or something, or you have to work, or what do you have to do?
Tomorrow, I've got a whole bunch of readings lined up all afternoon.
Yeah, that's what that's what I remembered. You had some readings to do. Wow.
Every Sunday I do that.
And, is that on the air?
No, it's live.
Just for customers, then, you mean?
Yeah, for clients, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess that's probably your biggest day because people work throughout the week, right? So
evenings and weekends. It depends because I do more things than readings too. So I do paranormal work.
Feng Shui too, right?
Feng Shui. I do house blessings.
What's Feng Shui?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh,
Adam,
good.
do you know what that is? Can Adam tell us what it is, or is he muted?
I can tell you what it is.
I'm here.
She wants Adam to tell.
All right, go ahead.
My understanding of feng shui is that it's I have a rather limited understanding of it. It has to do with well, it's kind of a way of life, I guess. It has to do with positions of like objects or furniture or things in your life.
Really? Is that correct, Paisley?
Yeah, it's basically working with the placement of furniture or a set of keys or organizing your desk in a specific way that creates security, safety, harmony, abundance, good health, that kind of thing. It's very cool.
Layout of your furniture and just the house itself, right?
Yeah, but it could be even, so for example, let's say you rent a small office space and you have a desk in that room. You're going to even want to organize your desk in a feng shui kind of style to create the most business, to create the most wealth for your business.
You know, yeah, it also has to do with Kaizen.
I don't know what Kaizen is.
Kaizen is you don't know what Kaizen is, or do you know what Feng Shui is? They work together.
I haven't heard of Kaizen.
See, I've trained in the Japanese arts, as well as I do Reiki and Shiatsu.
Awesome.
But
Feng Shui is Chinese, so
yeah,
that's why I don't know the Japanese way.
It fits in with all that though too. Feng Shui is Chinese, but I think Kaizen is Japanese. It's similar. It's the order that things are put or laid out to make it quicker and more efficient to do your job.
Oh,
Or
so this
the order of
this is slightly
operations.
different than feng shui then.
Yeah, it
'cause
is.
It's not
It's
about
slightly different.
quick-
It's slightly different, but it
it's
works
not
with.
about quicker. It's about the energy flow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that works with it too. Just so
Absolutely.
that with it's ergonomically set up too for, like, say, where your pens are or where these things are in your desk. Does ergonomics have anything to do with it?
It is actually ergonomic, but it's not focused in that way. So, for example, if you couldn't reach your pens, then there's not a good flow. The energy, you'd have to get up out of your chair and reach over the table and knock stuff out,
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, so it's sort of ergonomically set up for access first, and then the spiritual aspect comes into it.
Yeah, it changes relationships, health, abundance, fame and reputation, family and ancestors, children and creativity, helpful people and travel,
Where did you
career.
Where did you learn that? I know there's a lot of Chinese culture out that way. You're in
There
DC,
is.
right? Yeah.
I learned 7 different styles of feng shui when I took my course at a metaphysical school here in the Lower Mainland of Vancouver.
There's 7
And-
kinds?
Yes.
Oh my God. We could do a whole show on this.
Oh my gosh, we could. I teach like many subjects of it.
Can you tell us a little bit how they're different? And talk about it a little bit?
Some of them. So, for example, the Chinese traditional feng shui is quite a bit different than like the Western Canadian kind of feng shui. So, if you buy 2 different books, one book might say, you might read the book, Darren, and it might say you should put a mirror in your bedroom on this corner facing north or something to promote such and such. But the other book might say, whatever you do, don't put a mirror in the bedroom. And lots of people have mirrors in their bedroom already. So it doesn't mean that one book is right and one book is wrong. It just means if you're already doing something and your flow is good, like your relationships are good and your health is good and you're making lots of money and things are flowing well for you, don't change too much. Like if it's working, don't fix it. So there's Chinese traditional feng shui, and then there's low pan feng shui. So for example, there's a type of feng shui where you would measure with a compass the direction that the sunlight comes through each window in each room.
Oh, wow.
And there's feng shui that would determine based on someone's birthday, which way the head of, like, when you're placing your bed in your bedroom, sometimes you have a couple different choices where to put the headboard. So some forms of feng shui will take the birthday of the occupants of the home and say, well, the wife, this is her birthday, so her head should face southwest. It can be very complicated. I basically I take a combination of Western feng shui, like Canadian feng shui, and Chinese feng shui, and I kind of blend them together.
I don't know if that'd work at my house. Honey, I'm putting this southwest. She would go nuts.
Well, what do you do if your partner's birthday, has to face north and you have to face south? Like, how does that work?
Man. You get 2
And
twin beds and sleep across from each other, I guess.
What they do actually is they find out people's birthday and their astrology before they get married, so that their birthdays are compatible with each other. They take this very seriously in China.
So, is it typically like a non-cluttered kind of a thing? Like, you try to have just enough furniture? Does it matter what type of furniture or just where it is?
It's more about the placement, but they also pay very much attention to the shape and style of the furniture, but also what the furniture is made out of. So, for example, in Feng Shui, you want to balance wood, water, air, fire, and earth.
The elements, yeah.
Oh.
So the element of metal is represented by a round symbol. So, for example, you might have a glass bowl on your dining room table that's round. So even though it's glass, which is the element of water, it's also round, so it represents metal and water. And then if you put flowers in the bowl, that represents earth. And if the dining table's, let's say, a long square, like a long rectangle, the shape of the rectangle is represented by wood, and your table might be made out of, it could be made out of anything. It could be made out of wood. If it was a wood table and it's a round shape, then it's wood and it's metal because of the shape. So Feng Shui is a balance of all the elements.
Huh.
But it's also a balance of all the colors. And it's a balance of all the numbers.
Can you get better Feng Shui for sex, drugs, and rock and roll?
Sure.
So you're kind of like an interior decorator, but on a spiritual level.
Yes, except I don't go in and like move people's things around. I go in and assess their property, and then I give them cures for things that could be missing. So, for example, if a room was perfectly square, you would divide it up into something called a Feng Shui Bagua, and it's a Chinese word, and it just means you would divide it up into 9 sections, kind of like a tic-tac-toe. That kind of shape where there's 9 sections. And so depending on where the entrance of the room is, so let's say you enter the room on the south side. So when you're walking into the room, you're facing north. Okay? So in the far right-hand corner, that's the relationship section. So sometimes you'll go into a room, and because of where the water heater is or where the closet is or something, the relationship section is missing. So you'd want to pump that up if you want to be in relationships with people and have healthy relationships.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. I've always...
Sometimes people have their toilet in the relationship section, just for an example. And they can't figure out why their relationships aren't going very well. Plus, they leave the seat up. That doesn't help either. Seriously, because it makes your relationships kind of go down the toilet.
Yeah, because you're setting up it's just like setting up
It's symbolic.
a trap for someone, really. If you do that,
That's interesting.
You're setting up a trap.
I've heard that word.
Yeah,
but I never knew what it was for, and what it was. It's so fascinating. I remember at my old house, I always felt so close to my wife, in our living room, because of how we had it set up, and I always feel a little separated in this house. I wonder if I should have some. Is it feng shui?
Yeah, I
feng
say
shui.
feng shui.
Feng shui. FENG.
Feng shui. That is fascinating. What about crystals? Do you use crystals too?
Well, I don't necessarily use crystals like in my readings unless I'm doing some I teach classes. So
I meant for in the house. Setting up the house.
So if somebody has a staircase, let's say it's a main floor ranch and there's no attic, but there's a downstairs level, and there's a staircase in the middle of the home, like not close to the front door and not close to the back door, but in the middle. Let's say there's a spiral staircase going down because it's a luxury home. Sometimes people just spend time on the main floor and nobody wants to go downstairs. Sometimes the staircase isn't grounded properly, so I might advise someone to hang a crystal above the staircase in the ceiling so that when the light hits the crystal, like it's faceted and it moves around with, the air and the doors and the air conditioning, whatever. So when the crystal moves, it moves the energy down the staircase to create a more grounded stairwell.
Is that why people always had crystal chandeliers?
No, they just have them because they're cool.
Okay.
Yeah, to make them feel rich.
They look really good. Yeah, they look really good on Downton Abbey.
Oh, it makes these, some people are really materialistic and they want to look rich in front of their neighbors, so that's why they would do something like that. Look how rich I am.
Well, does that crystal affect anything, though? Maybe it does, and we never knew.
The chandeliers?
Yeah.
I think they do. Or actually.
Got the wrong kind of crystal.
Well, You know what? Here's the thing. It could be a faceted piece of glass or a faceted piece of plastic, because some chandeliers and lamps have plastic crystals on them. it's more about the intention. So if it looks like it's glass and you don't go over and touch it, you don't know if it's crystal. Is it glass? Is it lead crystal? Is it plastic? You don't know, but it gives the impression of crystal. So it gives the impression of movement of light, but also it gives the impression of water. And water helps things flow. But you don't want to have too much water. You don't want money to flow right into your wallet and right out of your wallet.
Okay.
You want to enjoy it and spend it and hang out with money, you know.
Okay.
There was this lady, she named her dog Money. And she was talking about her dog. And she said, you know, money follows me around everywhere I go. And every time I call for money, money comes to me. She's awesome.
That's cool.
That's a good idea.
All right.
And you're always thinking that, so you're always putting this spell on yourself, constantly putting a money spell on yourself, attracting money.
Yeah.
That's
Just by saying
just thinking that the law of attraction would that could the money dog thing with the law. It could help with the manifesting with the law of attraction.
Yeah, or you can get a monkey and call it money, and he has a little cup and he does song and dance, and he has a little like bells and stuff, and maybe an accordion,
little cymbals.
Yeah, and then you call him money, and he's got a coffee cup. That's perfect.
And remember, there's lots of names for money. Like you could call that monkey Cash, right?
Oh yeah, you can call him Cashy, Cashew,
Bucks,
Cashew.
I had a friend with a dog named Boy. I thought that was funny. Come here, Boy.
That's awesome.
I used to have a dog that was named Jake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was quite a bit of a troublemaker, that one.
What breed?
He was a Shih Tzu cross.
Yeah. Nice.
Did you try to teach him how to fly? Like a poodle? Fly
like a pig?
Fly like a poodle. And then throw it. One of these things is going to catch on one day and we'll make a lot of money, man. We're trying to teach poodles how to fly, you know.
We got to put out the numbers.
All right, yeah. It's 775-990-8447. Call in for a reading from Paisley Town. Or you can ask Adam Shadow or the Wolfman himself. We're all readers, so there's 3 of us here. But Paisley's only here tonight, so...
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to call in,
she gave me a really
you can
good
also
reading the first time I met her.
Find me Wolfman Mike 47 on Skype, or you can call the number is 775-990-8447. I'm gonna post it on hashtag 47talk and the Spreaker chat room. By the way, everyone, the best way to hear us is tell your friends too. Find us on Spreaker.com. Look for Monster Castle Paranormal, or you can look for Wolfman Mike 47, and you can follow me or follow the show, whatever you want to do. If you follow me, you're going to get notifications for both my shows. That's the Dirty Rotten Taro and Monster Castle Paranormal. And if you just want one or the other, just follow the show. So that's the best way to do it. And then when I go live, you'll be notified with an email right away when I go live. It's cool. And also, check us out. Our network is KTLKTheFringe.fm. We'll be going live on The Fringe at 3 o'clock. So I'm looking for a way to switch over, so I'm going to use that other alternate. For the break coming up, I'm going to play the alternate intro.
Paisley liked that one.
Yes, very good.
Did you like
Yeah.
which intro? The one I played tonight?
The one from last week. The one the kids.
Oh, the ones. Okay, yeah, it's coming up. I'm gonna use that one to intro us onto the network.
Yeah.
So,
So, Michael, are you taking Skype calls too? Because
yeah.
Allison tried to call in and she said she couldn't get through.
That was okay. I'll try calling her back. That's who that was.
Okay.
I'm gonna call that number back. I was just thinking that. Might as well. It's calling it right now. That's who that was. I was wondering. Somebody tried calling a couple times. I know Zach wants to call in too. I'm not sure if you were done with my reading yet, Paisley, because I started interrupting you with all this advertising shit.
That's okay. I can read you anytime.
Oh yeah, were you done with me?
Did you have more questions? Allison's not answering.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh. Okay.
The audience can't hear it anyway.
Okay.
That part. No worries.
So, Mike, I have a question for you, Mr. Wolfman.
All right.
Do you have a question for me about relationships?
How long will it last?
See, you're doing it again.
Yeah, negative thinking.
So I just want to tell you something interesting about relationships. I'm not going to tell you how long it's going to last because I feel like you already know the answer to that. Right? Am I correct?
Forever.
There you go. Relationships are tricky for you because you like to partner with people and you like to be constantly in relationship and you like to be totally independent and you like to be alone.
Strange.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty complicated.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, that's weird. That number called me back too, and then I tried to pick it up, and then it dropped. Just when you were talking. Okay, yeah, you got me dead on, pretty much. Yeah, I got to get my ding ding sounds out, for these.
Absolutely. Get the drum kit out.
Oh, I don't have it in this. Is a smaller studio that I moved to, so I'm. Next time I move, I'll get a bigger room for this, and the drums will come back.
Okay.
I should get some little sound drops though, because I can always do that. Yeah.
I didn't know you had a drum kit, so there you go.
Actually, I used to have it right beside me. I could jump onto it anytime I was on the air. I could jump on my drums live. Yeah, my last setup.
I was listening to your Motown show the other night. That was pretty cool.
Right on.
Well, not the grilled cheese sandwich part, but the rest of the show was amazing.
I forget about the grilled cheese sandwich part. Maybe
somebody was ironing something. Like it was nasty.
Oh wow!
Do you remember now? There was a caller.
Oh, maybe.
Darren, you remember, don't you?
Oh,
yeah, that's Willie. That was awful.
Yeah. Yeah,
Correct?
Willie did some bad
No grilled
calls.
cheese sandwiches tonight, folks.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. Wolfman, a couple people I know are trying to call, but they're having trouble. I don't know.
Well, I've been trying to take calls here. The line's wide open. So I tried picking it up. I tried calling back. Don't know what's going on. I'll try calling back again here.
The phone line's working too?
It should be working. Yeah, that's what somebody was using. Yeah, see? There's no answer.
I don't know. Okay. Well,
I don't know what to do with that.
We can chalk it up to Mercury retrograde. Are you familiar with that?
Wolfman Mike 47 on Skype.
I've
With
heard of that.
with a small M.
Oh, man. Shut up, Skype. Okay.
Adam, you were going to say something.
Oh, my God. I thought it was
Yeah,
done.
it's, saying that I've heard of Mercury in retrograde. That's the phenomenon where where Mercury seems to be going in a reverse rotation around the sun.
That's right. It affects communication a great deal. So it makes callers not be able to call in and affects communication. It's the time, once in a while, you'll get a situation happening where somebody might be texting your cell phone and you keep checking your messages, there's no messages, and they're texting you and you're waiting for the text and it's not coming through, and you get the text like a day later. That's usually the kind of fun stuff that happens during a retrograde.
Yeah. That's interesting. I always wondered that, actually.
Yeah, we're just going into a retrograde right now that's going to last for 3 weeks. It only happens 3 times a year, thank goodness. It's kind of like full moon energy for the whole month, basically.
Oh, that's not good for me.
Well, it's good if you know ahead of time, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I could use it to my advantage, right?
Yeah. Being a wolf, you'd want to know when it's a full moon. So your full moon's coming up April the 10th, which is right around the corner. Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can already feel that coming on.
And tomorrow, April 9th, is the beginning of the retrograde.
I used to literally have my friends keep me in the house when I was younger because I went so wild on full moons. I had to tell people, just don't let me go out of the house. Keep me in here.
That's why they call you Wolfman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to go a little nuts. Eric, are you there?
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey, hi, Paisley.
Hey, Eric.
Hi,
how are
Paisley.
you? How's Sedona?
It's pretty nice. I'm pretty exhausted, but I just wanted to call and ask you a question. Does the retrograde affect different, like I'm Sagittarius, for example, is it going to affect me different than a Leo or somebody like that?
I think the retrograde pretty much affects everybody, but there's certain astrology signs. I don't study astrology, but there's certain astrology signs that are ruled by Mercury, so the retrograde would affect those signs more. Yeah.
Now, you did a reading for me on that other lady's show a while back.
Yeah, the unnamed woman.
Yeah, that other woman. Could my reading change from month to month? I mean, if you did a reading right now, could it be different than it was last time?
It could absolutely be different because every time you make choices or make different decisions, I tell people don't record your reading when you're getting a psychic reading, because if I'm reading for you today, it might be a completely different reading than it was like a month ago or 3 months from now, because I'm reading the energy that you're bringing today with you.
Futures.
So if I change my feng shui, say for example in my room or my house, could that affect my reading? I'm just curious if that has an
Absolutely.
impact.
Absolutely, because it affects your mindset and you're more aware of it and you're going to be more conscious of it. It's like the law of attraction.
Okay, well, if you feel like doing a reading, I'll be happy to permit you to do so.
Sure. And you have a unique spelling to your name, Eric. You're Eric with a K. Tell me your birthday again.
It's different, yeah, a little different.
What's your birthday?
I wasn't available to have a say in that, but I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Eric, what's your birthday?
December 15.
And what year?
I think you know already, don't you?
1801.
Just tell me the last 2 digits.
And it ends with the 2.
Okay. I know the numbers. Okay. So did you have a question for me?
Well,
Let me ask you this. Have you been practicing more self-care since we spoke?
Yes. I haven't started the cardio yet, but I just realized more so this week that I absolutely have to, because my energy is low, and I just know that I need to make some changes to kind of bring it back.
Absolutely. So if you haven't started the cardio yet, then your reading is going to be kind of similar to what I said before, because you'll easily, effortlessly give your energy away if you're not supporting yourself. And supporting yourself would be like the cardio and the getting back to nature kind of stuff.
Well, I am back to nature, so that's one good thing. I'm definitely got that going on. I've been the cardio.
Yeah, well, you're in Sedona. You have to be back to nature. You have no choice out there. Do you notice a difference?
Go ahead.
How it feels there?
Well, I'm not actually in Sedona. I'm in Cottonwood, but if you go to Sedona, there's apparently some pretty heavy-duty vortexes there, and I'm actually at this Awareness Expo conference, and there was a lady there. I can't think of her name right now. She spoke today, and there's another lady, and they're both in Sedona, and they do these. They walk the land is what they do, and this lady knows where all the vortexes are, and this is kind of heavy. She, for example, knows where the Palladian vortexes are. She knows where the Arcturian vortexes are. According to her and her experience, she could go to different parts of the mountains and where the red rocks are and these really heavy-duty energy sites, and she can get these downloads and know that these downloads are coming from a specific race, let's say. And so I got an appointment Wednesday to go with her and this other lady and walk the land, and she's going to take me to the Palladian vortex, and so I'm going to see if I can get some downloads going on out there.
Wonderful. And does she use like the divination tool of dowsing to determine this?
I'm not sure, but she showed a video where she walks the land, and then she'll put her hand on a tree, for example, and then she'll feel the energy from the tree, and then also certain plants that are on the ground. It's really different, and she was her story is totally unique. She was not a singer, but somehow she had some experience where suddenly after that experience, she was able to sing these notes that she didn't know it at the time, but she sang today, and it was really awesome. She was a very beautiful singer, but some guy heard her singing in some conference that she was at or on YouTube or whatever, and he's an expert. He analyzes these notes, these different tones, and he just did it without she didn't even know that he was going to do this, and so he did this analysis for her, and he sent it to her, and she was told by this guy that these notes that she hits are not from this world. They're not normal. They're not notes that you would normally hear. And so she did this today. I actually recorded it. Next time I could actually play it, but maybe not right this second. But I actually have it on my iPad right now. I could play her singing these notes. And I'm not kidding you. We're sitting in the room, and as she's hitting these notes, she's moving her arms around and bringing in this energy, and I felt a shift in my body. It was weird. It was like I felt like something negative energy was trying to get out of my body. It was different. So I'm really curious to see what happens when I go on this nature walk and see. I've never experienced this sort of stuff, so I'm just kind of I'm not skeptical. I'm more curious, but I want to experience it and see what's going on.
Yeah, you got to go and hug a tree, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And
hug a rock. I want to hug a red rock.
Oh, yeah. Sit on a rock, meditate, and become one with the rock.
Yeah.
The crystals in the rock will speak to you. I can hear crystals.
I've heard that. People can do that. Do you hear crystals, Paisley? Can you hear tones?
No, I don't. No, but when I do my reading, sometimes I get information in the body. So sometimes I can smell information or taste it.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that so much, but I'll get pictures in my head, but I can hear things that other people don't hear.
I can. I recently began being able to hear different frequencies.
Yeah, like, well, crystals, when someone brings a crystal into the room, I can hear its frequency, and I can feel it's either a dark energy or a positive energy. But most crystals have a very smooth, positive energy because of their shape. If it has a broken crystal, it would probably have a more negative sound to it, I think. And they suck energy in. They actually absorb negative energy. So if you have something bad in your room, something that you feel is negative, the crystal will absorb it eventually. Do you think so, Paisley? I've heard this, and it seems to work.
That the crystal can absorb,
it seems to work for me. It seems to work.
Yeah, this is why it's really important if you're using crystals, or even if you just have crystals around your house, like for decoration, because they're cool looking. You want to put them on a windowsill or put them outside in a full moon to clear the energy.
If you want to clear it, if you want to clear it and cleanse it out, and what you do is you put it in the moonlight. Which actually right here in Ontario right now, it's a perfect night for a really bright moonlight out right now. It's amazing. And if you had a pyramid, one of those that they had in the 60s, they're patented as razor blade sharpeners or something that keeps your fruit good. If you can still get those, or you can make one. I should put it on the website how to build one of those.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah, and you can really charge your crystals in the moonlight with one of them. I used to build them when I was a kid, actually.
The copper ones?
I used copper wire and bent it into shape. But I had all the dimensions when I was, I think, 11 years old. I was doing this. I remember the other day I bought this book, and it was how to build a pyramid and sharpen razor blades and stuff. It was based on Patrick Flanagan's book, Pyramid Power, but it was a how to build one for anyone. I don't know if I still have this book. I bought it when I was a kid. Somehow I ordered it on out of a magazine.
Yeah, I do a lecture on pyramids because they're so powerful. I attracted a Mercedes-Benz by using a pyramid. Like I wanted a new car, and so...
Electron pyramid. I'm okay. We're going to have to go switch over to the network in a second here, yeah?
This is fun.
I think Allison might be here now. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
I can.
All right, you got to wait till after the break here.
Okay. Hang on a second.
We're going into the network now.
I'm just talking with the producer right now. I'm giving him an okay now. And it looks like, yeah, I should do it right now. Okay.
Is Joe the producer?
Yep. I got to get my music going here.
Joe Roop.
Yeah. Hey, I kind of want to tell him some stuff after. Paisley, how long are you going to stay on the show tonight?
2 more hours? Can you?
You're going to stay the whole night?
Absolutely. Yep.
Beautiful.
I got your back. I'm here.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And for the people just coming in
on the West Coast. But don't go to sleep now. It's time for Monster Castle Paranormal Radio. Featuring Wolfman Mike, Jeff the Gray, Adam Shadow, and Darren, the man with 1,000 questions. Now join us as we explore the mysterious nature of our world. Igor, release the monsters from the dungeon.
Yes, master.
Alaska. Curtis Green, the Tulsa Wolverine. Eric, the Protector of Pacalese, and Joe Roop, and Stabby McHugs.
Alright, can you dig it? Oh yeah.
Remote viewing, rabbit toys, glowing orbs, lost treasures, Martian artifacts, Sasquatch, and Wolfman
It's Monster Castle Paranormal Radio. It's Monster Castle Paranormal Radio. It's Monster Castle Paranormal Radio. It's Monster Castle, Monster Castle Paranormal Radio Show.
Oh, thank you very much. This is Ghost Elvis, and welcome to Monster Castle Paranormal Radio. All right, this is Ghost Elvis, and you are listening to KTLK, The Fringe.fm, digital radio network. All right, yeah, we're the king of paranormal radio, KTLK. The Fringe.fm. Remember that, folks, alright? We are the king. Know that.
That's enough, Ghost Elvis. Jeez, that guy, man, he just won't shut up. All right, we're back with, and for those just joining us, we're here with Paisley Town. We're in Paisley Town, man. We are in Paisley Town.
Yes, that's true.
All right, now, is Paisley Town a real town?
It is. Outside of the town, outside of the city of Glasgow, there's a little town there called Paisley.
All right. And
For real.
are you from Paisley Town? Because you are Paisley Town. This is Paisley Town, and she's from Paisley Town. All right.
I'm from Funky Town. I'm from Motown.
Oh,
Funky Town.
We've got a caller.
Oh yeah, we got a caller already. Yeah.
Eric, can you hold off on your reading for
Yeah,
a
no
second?
problem. No problem.
All right, Allison's
Yeah.
here, Paisley. Go ahead,
How are
Allison.
you tonight?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. You spell your name very uniquely,
How'd you know that?
because I can see you in the chat room on speaker.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
When-
my name was on there.
When
I
is your
can see
birthday?
September is the 9th.
Okay. And what year?
Oh, really?
You don't have to, but it'll give me more information about you.
No, it's fine.
okay.
81.
Okay. Did you have a question you wanted to ask?
Well, I have two. But I can. I want to know when my son will be potty trained.
Come on. That's not a question.
That's specific.
Will my? Does it have to be about me?
Yes.
This is a reading for you. This is your big opportunity.
I don't
Yes.
have a specific question. I've been
Okay,
racking
I'm
my
just
brain.
going to start telling you things.
Allison,
There
can
we
you
go.
turn yourself up a bit? You're a bit quiet.
I could try. Is that better?
Oh
A
yes.
little bit.
No, it's a lot better.
So, Allison, I was talking to Eric earlier, Eric with a K, looking at his birthday and his numbers. And your birthday and your numbers are really similar to his, with the elements of water and fire in the numbers. So the name Allison is a 7, which is a water number. So I'd say You're a super independent person, and you take responsibility really seriously. So you always try and do the right thing, and you put everybody first ahead of yourself.
Oh, I
Similar
hope
to
not
Eric.
everybody.
You do. You do. You put everybody ahead of yourself, and you have the personality of a teacher, an artist, and a healer.
Oh, wow.
What's your art? Do you do healing or artwork?
Oh, no. I don't know.
What kind of career do you do? Like besides
I
being an awesome mom?
I work part-time as a valet.
Okay, so you're helping other people put their cars away.
Sure.
No, but you're working in the
I thought you
service
said
industry,
ballet. I was
I'm
thinking.
charging them too much for something they can do themselves.
Yeah, that's awesome. But they want someone to do that for them. So you're providing a service. So you're helping other people.
Sure. I've been in the service industry for a long time.
Yeah, usually people with September 9th birthday, for females, that they work in service, customer service, counseling, healing, helping, art, music, dance, something creative, fun. If it's a male with a September 9th birthday, it would be similar, but men with that birthday will often work with metal or wood.
I could see that. I had a roommate with the same birthday, and he was handy.
Mm-hmm. And was he an artist healer also?
I think it would be fair to say that, sure.
Mm-hmm. So part of your life lesson is the fact that you will be coming into your voice more to have your needs met.
I feel like all my needs are met. I don't
Do you see
really...
anything in her immediate future?
I don't really do readings in that style, but I think Adam has something for her.
Ooh. There we go. Maybe.
I got out my tarot cards, so.
Nice.
Whoa. We have tarot cards now?
Yeah, Adam does tarot.
Oh, wow.
He's good. He's very gifted.
Yeah, and so do I. But let's let Adam do it.
Okay. Are you ready for this, Adam?
I am now.
Adam didn't even know he had something for you, Allison.
How do you know Adam has something for her?
I just felt it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I caught him off guard, but it's true. You'll see. When he pulls the cards, you'll see.
Okay. Are you doing the past first, Adam?
The way I do I do the cards is purely by intuition.
Okay.
The first card I got is okay. The first card I got is the Empress, and
what does that mean, Adam?
He's shuffling around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll mute myself.
That's gotta hurt, eh? Yeah, muting yourself. Does that mean to slice your mouth out or your tongue out or something? Is that how you do it? I should get a sound effect for that. For when people mute themselves. I should go, ah! And then have the sound of slicing flesh. And then, you know, oh man, you didn't have to do it that way. Slice your tongue out. I have a dark sense of humor. It's terrible.
Awesome.
Am I screwing up your reading, Adam?
No.
Okay, go ahead, because we got lots of callers on the line waiting.
Okay. Yeah, the first one is the Empress. The second one is the Popus.
The Popus?
Yeah.
What's that mean, Adam? You're killing me.
I don't know what Popus is.
It's the Popus?
Yeah, it's haven't got all of the meanings of the card, the direct meanings of the cards memorized yet. So
that's okay. What's your gut feeling here? I know you got something.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do you have? The Hierophant?
It's kind of feel disorganized. Sorry, guys.
I believe you have the Hierophant.
I'm waiting on pins and needles.
He's sitting on. Is he sitting on a throne?
Okay. Here we are. The Empress. The meaning of it is the Empress indicates stability, strength, and protection. The concepts are clearly symbolized by the throne, the scepter, and the shield. The Empress represents inner strength, willpower, and authority over things. She can represent a strong outsider who helps us in a specific situation, a support upon which we can rely, a point of stability and strength in our favor.
That sounds good.
Okay,
Ding, ding,
one thing
ding,
I gotta
ding.
say something about that card. It's just like
wouldn't like
pulling. It's like pulling the Queen of
It's like
Spades, but even like 10 times more powerful. Like that's a hierarchy card, and it's very rare to pull that card, and it just means like you have mastery of your world as a female, basically.
She sure does.
I like that.
And,
I'm thinking you're probably self-employed.
No,
I'm
she.
self-employed.
Well,
No?
kind of. She does what she wants.
Hang
Think
on a
about it.
second.
Allison, you would do some kind of work that's very independent. So even
What's
if you
going
work with
on?
an employer, you basically get your paycheck and they don't tell you what to do. You just go and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, that's been the way I've worked for a long time.
Do I have anything going on?
You have no
Okay.
idea.
Isn't that true, Darren?
It's very true. You're
Thank
talking
you.
to one of the strongest ladies I've ever met.
Yeah,
Aw.
super independent.
Yep.
That's what I'm
Very,
feeling.
very intelligent.
That's what I'm feeling here.
Amazing.
Oh, this is everybody's
Oh.
just stroking my ego.
Okay, but
and
what was the other
and-
card?
the second card is the Popus. The meaning in tarot is that the Popus card represents serenity, knowledge, faith, and loyalty, values, and moral
Sounds good.
Okay, but this card isn't it? Is it? I don't know that the Pope is. I don't know what it is. I think the Hierophant it would be called. You have a different
I
deck.
don't know this card.
Isn't that the one? Paisley, do you know what he's talking
Well, I'm
about?
just
Is that
wondering,
the same?
Adam, is it the faith card?
I think it's the Hierophant.
Is it like the Pope card, the faith card?
Yeah, the Pope card. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
So it's
there's the Pope card, and then there's the Popess card.
Popess.
Oh, really? I don't have that in my deck. Wow, interesting.
Adam, your deck sounds really cool. What's the name of that deck? Do you know?
It is called.
Is it like Popess, like female Pope?
I'm seeing it now.
It's called the Archetypes Dark Tarot.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Well. Oh, excuse me.
And
so anyway, we got to move on because we got another caller here.
Yeah, sounds
caller.
good. Sounds like a good card.
Yeah. Caller, you're on the air. Hello?
We got a caller.
Oh, all right. Who are we talking to here? Joe. Okay.
Perfect. That's great. So is your name Joseph? Okay, and when's your birthday? Happy birthday. Just had your birthday this week. That's awesome. I'm adding up the numbers. That's what that little scratching noise is. So you would get along really well with Mr. Wolfman. You have energy of water and fire elements. So, Joe, did you have a question? Absolutely. Well, before we got to this hour of the program, I started a little reading for Wolfman, and he was asking me about business, and I answered him very quickly. He was asking about the success of his business in the future. Is it going to be successful? And right away I said yes, really clearly. And I think it surprised him a little bit. Were you surprised, Mike?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you just quick answer. Boom.
Yeah. The name Wolfman and the name Mike and the month of October in his birthday would indicate like very clear direction, focused towards success, willing to take all the steps necessary to get whatever the goal is. Does that make sense for you, Mike?
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, Joe, you didn't ask a question about yourself. You were asking Wolfman's question. Well, you have a tendency to worry too much because you have a lot of fire energy. So sometimes you can be in your mind too much, like in the future, worrying about future instead of staying in the present. Do you find yourself worrying about things? Yeah. Darren's confirming for you, Joe. You might also suffer from issues around your digestion. And you may, no, I'm just saying like, because of the elements of your birthday, you're prone to be an anxious eater. Like instead of, eating, 3 meals a day kind of thing, you'd be more prone to like eat when you're anxious, causing yourself digestion issues, like anxious eating. Does that make sense for you? And you may also have issues malady of the head. So like could be sinus or earaches or headaches or migraines. You would carry your tension between your shoulders and your ears in that part of the body. And you'll know when things get too much for you because you'll feel like there's too much pressure. And you do have a little temper, Joe. I have to say it on the air. Yeah, your temper will come up occasionally. And then you're calm again right after your temper comes up. Okay, it's not getting bad.
No. Come on.
Is it?
You're freaked out,
too
aren't you?
accurate?
You're
Is
freaked
it too
out.
accurate? Come on, tell us, Joe.
Let the cat out of the bag. All right, yeah, can you dig it? What's happening right here on Monster Castle Paranormal Radio, KTOK, the Fringe.fm. All right.
Come on, Joe.
Oh, no. You know what? You were muted the whole time, man. I just realized. I had it on screening.
You muted me?
Yeah, it was screening you. I was screening you the whole
I'm
time.
about to flip out, Wolfman.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
Bloody hell. I just noticed it, man. Your call when I
Joe's
put you
question
on
was
has
just
been
about the
we've been
success of
hearing
your show.
we've been hearing we haven't been hearing the callers' questions, only the answers.
That's okay. I don't think that's going to affect anything.
A little bit.
No, I didn't really talk much. I just asked about the future of the network.
Yeah.
And she's telling me to calm down and quit worrying, is what she's saying, or my head's going to explode.
Yeah.
I said it a little nicer than that.
Maybe that was a blessing somehow.
Maybe, Wolfman. Maybe it was.
You never
Maybe
know.
She's right.
And it's all secret. Nobody knows who the caller is yet, and they only know the answers.
Am I still muted?
No. Now they can hear you.
Now, don't they?
We now can hear.
Is that it?
Our
this
boss
is
on
the
the
secret
network.
caller. He's not our boss. Don't call him that. He hates
big
that.
boss.
Boss.
He's one of your peers.
He's
No,
he's
my big boss.
He's our
He
affiliate.
He likes to work in collaboration with people. So.
This is our affiliate. This is our network guy.
No, I don't. I like to control people and manipulate them like puppets. That's
Oh,
what
me
I do.
too, actually. But you're not supposed to tell everyone that.
I'm an evil person.
Joe, we talked about this. You're not supposed to tell people that when we're doing it, because it
I'm pulling your strings right now, Wolfman. You don't even know it.
Yeah, but I'm pulling yours at the same time. How does that
Right
work?
on. I would have to say that's
Don't
probably
get a hernia.
one of the most accurate readings I've ever got, though.
She gave me one too that was very accurate.
Thank you.
Is there any
glad.
advice that you want to give me before
I'd
I
like
get off the air? Because I'm about to lose my temper right now.
Uh-oh.
Sure. I can just tell you one more thing. So you should be doing some kind of cardio activity to keep yourself busy, because you're better to be busy than not busy. When you don't have enough to do, or when you have not very much to do, it's not good for you. So cardio activity would keep you more grounded and more calm and more clear, and less in the future. It'll keep you more in the present. You're
Right
geared
on.
towards success, so you don't need to worry.
You need to get in shape, Joe. I heard
Yep.
your show and you're at the ballpark. You were winded.
Hey, I walked across 4 baseball fields before I went on air, so, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reading. That was cool. Thanks, Paisley.
You're very, very welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, we should do that again. Secret caller. That gives me an idea. So the audience doesn't hear the questions, just the answers. Then we have, and then they get to guess who it is. Because that's what
We'll call them
that's what they
shadow
were doing in the
readings.
chat room. They were guessing. They could
Shadow
could
reading.
tell that I was doing it by accident, and they were guessing who it was, and they actually guessed Joe Roop.
Really?
Yeah, they did. They guessed it. I don't know who it was, and somebody in the chat room guessed who it was. I wasn't following the feed until I was looking back on it right now. It's awesome. I think that's
Paisley,
a
do you
great
need
game.
the person on the line, or do you just need their numbers?
You know what? I I can read for people that I haven't met, so I don't have to hear their voice. I don't have to hold their watch. If you give me their birthday and their name, I could give you information about their personality. The only thing is, like, when you're speaking to someone, like, I read energy, so I could read the energy of the voice, but also I can be more specific if they have a kind of like a question, as opposed to, like, I could talk and tell you, like, Darren, when I look at your birthday, I could tell you all kinds of things, like how sensitive you are, and how you get your feelings hurt really easily, but you present as being a really strong, strong masculine personality. But it's because you have a lot of feminine, nurturing energy, and you like to take care of everyone.
Okay.
Right?
Keep going. Keep going.
Well, do you have a question?
I do.
Okay, what's your question?
I'd like to know about, I've been considering maybe changing my job. I was wondering if I should, or should I just stick with what I like
Please
here?
don't do that.
You must be very close with Allison, because when you interact with her, your voice changes, Darren.
I love Allison. Yeah,
I do
she
too.
works for me.
She's great. Oh, perfect. So, were you thinking when you say change another job, do you mean do the same job in a different location, or do you mean a completely different job? Because I know what your job is.
Oh, you're gonna.
I have a degree, and I could do more with my life.
Yeah, like work at McDonald's. You could work at McDonald's. They're hiring.
And my first reading from you was about this and what I was doing with this. But I work like an hour away, like 45, 50 minutes away. And I thought about maybe moving, and doing something down here.
I mean, you could do this job anywhere.
No, there's nothing like that here in Salem. It's too small. Anyways, I don't know.
Fancy restaurant.
Let me ask you this, Darren. Are you bored with your job?
I wasn't tonight. When it's busy, I'm not.
So when you're busy, you don't want to leave your job, and when you get a little bored, you already checked out of the job.
I would say yeah.
Yeah, the key is to keep busy, like very similar to what I was talking to Joe about.
I should work the busy shifts?
Yes. You will do very well. The busier you are, the better you'll do.
I don't know about that. What do you think, Allison?
What?
You think I do better when it's busy?
I think your blood pressure goes up.
Yeah. See? Maybe you're not right about that one. I think there's it's kind of a fine line between being too busy and but I do like being busy when I
it's better than
really
being bored.
Yeah, when I'm really bored, like on the slow days, I'm ready to just. That's true. I'm ready to leave.
I know what you need. I know what you need on those slow days, man. You need some rock and roll, baby. That's all you need is rock and roll, man. Oh.
We could all use some rock and roll.
Okay, then I'll find some. Somewhere.
You're gonna find some right now?
Yeah. Well, it's time for that. It's time for the rock and roll. and this is gonna be rock and roll with the Wolfman. All right, into the midnight hour. This is the song I believe you wanted, Paisley. This is Mike Dunn. Ghost.
She was standing there with long blonde hair in a white dress to her toes. When her daddy drank, the earth would shake and the cracks would start to show. Well, her mama cried, stayed up all night. She was tired and so ashamed. So she tried to pray every old cliche, oh, but nothing ever changed. I just saw her go. what was and what will be. Said I'll take that bet. She asked a cigarette, blew the smoke into my eyes. In a dusty haze, I found my better days will be real. Don't look twice. I just saw a ghost. Thought it left a long time ago. I just saw a ghost. Now she's with me wherever I go. Then the light began to shine on this lonely heart of mine, and the night turned into day, and it slipped away. I just saw a ghost. I just saw the ghost. Whoa,
Right now.
And go to opposites, yeah.
Is Eric still there?
No, he had to go. He's in the chat room. He's
Adam
too
wanted-
tired.
Adam wants to
Play
ready.
some Madonna for me.
Up for that?
Madonna.
Yeah, I do.
What's going
Yes,
on?
and
We
I
are
would
back.
like a reading from Adam too.
Monster Castle Paranormal, KTOK dot thefringe.fm. And we got Kurt Green with us now.
How do you do?
Right on.
Hello, Kurt.
Groovy, baby.
Oh,
Groovy.
I want you to play Heat Miser. I told you in that cartoon for Christmas.
Oh, you want?
I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Sun. You
Oh, yeah.
look and sound just like him. Please play that clip.
Oh, man.
I don't think we
Are
are allowed to do that now. We could have done
Maybe
that earlier.
later.
Did you have that in Canada? That was
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Oh, please
Me
play
too.
both the Ice Crystal and the Heat Miser.
Oh,
You sound like him though. That Heat Miser. 101.
I gotta hear that.
Mr. Heat Miser.
He
Whenever
looks like
I
him, though.
touch,
Look at
starts
his
to melt in
face.
my clutch.
Then look at
Too
like
much.
the Heat Miser face. They resemble that. There's destiny that I know something there. I'm sorry, Wolfman. Love you. I'm Mr.
Okay, wait a
Heat
minute.
Miser.
What's going on?
Ah, Mr.
Okay,
Simon.
Kurt, I'm going to put you on hold for a sec. Take a call, Kurt. This one I had to put him on hold. Hello, you're on the air with Monster Castle Paranormal in Paisley Town.
Yes.
And who do we have here?
Hello, hello.
All right, this is James?
Can you hear me now?
It's James, right?
Yes.
All right, I recognize your voice.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, we got Paisley Town here. You call for a reading?
Of course.
All right.
So James, is this your
Yes.
your birth name?
Well, it's part of my birth name, yes.
It's your middle name. Okay. Do you want to give us your birth name, like your real name?
Sure.
Okay.
Brent.
Okay, and when's your birthday?
22578.
Did you have a question for me?
Well, I always kind of wanted to know who or what I may have been in a thing.
Like in a past life?
Yeah, like I kind of had one of these done before, and it was pretty hilarious.
You had numerology done before?
Yeah, I was viewed as a female mass murderer in the creation of Christianity time period, which was pretty wild.
Wow, that's interesting.
So,
I would never guess that.
Yeah.
I don't do like past life readings, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that you're all about moving yourself forward. You like to go with the flow. You usually like to follow the rules, but sometimes you change the rules in the middle of the game. Can you confirm any of this that I'm saying so far, or is there somebody in the chat room that can?
That is so general. My Lord, that could explain the whole human race. That's not
Well, it's
detailed on
interesting with
somebody.
Brent's birthday, Kurt,
My Lord.
because the name
You're
Brent is a
going with
5,
the
which is a
flow,
water number.
da-da-da-da-da. That's every human on the earth. You did not get detailed. I want to know his mother's name. Tell me his mother's name.
Oh,
I'm so
snap.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I want to mute myself. I'm sorry.
So Brent, your name, your birth name is a 5. So you'd be very concerned about justice and balance and doing the right thing. Does that make sense for you?
Oh,
Do you
wouldn't
advocate for
everybody?
other people?
All mankind would believe that. Lord, get more
Okay,
detail.
Kurt.
Tell
All
me
right. You
about-
said you were going to
Take a
mute
back
yourself.
seat.
I'm sorry.
Let James get his reading, and just hang tight, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'll hang up. Bye.
Oh, we're
Don't
gonna
hang
read.
up,
We're
just
gonna
mute
read
yourself
you
for a
all over
few
the
minutes.
place. Okay, sorry.
Oh my. Okay. Shh. Go ahead.
James, are you there?
I am here still. Yes.
So does that make
Wherever-
sense to you? Like
wherever-
justice?
Wherever Kurt is, I'm at.
Okay.
That's my dad's
Quiet
name,
now.
actually.
Kurt
Oh.
with a C or K?
K.
Oh well. See, I'm a C.
I don't know. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Yes.
So James,
and,
does that make sense for you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you work in justice? Do you work in like rulemaking or like your numbers? When I look at your birthday, your birthday is 2, so that's a fire number. So it tells me like to collaborate with people. But on the whole, you're extremely independent person. You really value like being alone and doing things on your own and not being told what to do at all.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
And I would say you're extremely intuitive. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Both intuitive and scientific.
Very much so.
You love evidence. So you could easily be a teacher, a public speaker, a leader, a person that owns their own company. You wouldn't do well to partner with people so much. Like you might, if you had a silent partner, that'd be ideal for you because you don't need to be told what to do. Similar to Allison's birthday, when I was speaking to her earlier, that you take responsibility seriously. So you usually like to do the right thing.
Yes.
And communication and clarity is important to you. So you'd rather have too much information rather than not enough information.
I am a sponge.
Well,
Yes.
you would be always like a student and a teacher. Like even if
That
you're
makes
99, you would take courses. Like you would like to learn all the time
Constantly.
because
Yeah.
because you're really good at teaching. So
yeah.
even if you're in a position where you're not a teacher per se, like let's say you're in a room answering phones with 20 other people, people will start to answer the phones the way that you answer the phones because you teach people things.
I mean, Yeah, I was in a type of situation like that before. I've been in situations like that.
Did you have a question other than like the past life thing? Because I would say like what you said about past life, that would be a stretch for someone with your birthday.
Yeah, well, let's see. Question-wise, maybe what's a good adventure like down the road? Is that something you can, like maybe?
Does he have adventure?
Not business-wise, really, but like just an outlook, I guess. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You do like to plan things. So
what's that?
Instead of stepping outside of yourself to ask the question, what should I be doing? Your question for me should be more internal in that, like you should tell me what you want and tell me how you're going to get that. Because you have this ability to be able to plan things and organize things and structure things in such a way that you can have what your goals are.
Yeah, I get that. I know.
Does that make sense? What I'm saying? You understand, right?
No, yeah, that's basically what I do now. I mean, but
do you work in travel or
internal.
music? Pardon me?
I'm just trying to think of something more internal. Like
he works in travel and music.
Yeah,
I know this person.
What's that?
Oh, thank you, Darren.
She asked you if you work in travel and music. Music?
No. No.
Well, wait a minute, man. You helped produce the the intro for my show. Didn't you not?
No, not me.
No, that wasn't you? Which James am I talking to then?
James Cruz.
Okay, I'm totally mixed up.
Wrong James.
Wrong James. You sound like him too.
I've done shows. I've done a couple shows. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just on with Kurt.
That's a bizarre. I thought for sure it was James.
I thought it was the James that Bujo's buddy James.
Yeah, my friend too.
Yeah. So did I.
That's so weird.
You had me fooled, man.
Oh my God.
Well, you guys are bringing up an interesting topic to do with numerology. So, for example, people named James. So this gentleman's giving us his middle name, his nickname, I'll say. And so the energy of the name James is really different than his birth name, like completely different. So people who are named James may resonate with your personality, and their focus would be similar. Like, it's funny, like your birthdays could be opposite birthdays, but if you're both named James, your personality could be very similar. So for example, like when I read for twins, they have the same birthday, but their names are different. So people named James will resonate with other people named James. Now, somebody named Jamie is going to be completely different than Jim. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense to me, yeah.
Well, my dad's named James, and my sister named Jamie, and my brother named James, and his son named James, and my brother's...
No way.
Yes, Jamie,
no way.
My sister. I would like a reading. I'm sorry for being rude earlier. I'm a way I believe, and I'm so sorry, ma'am, Paisley. I would like a reading one day. You don't have to do it now. I didn't mean to interrupt, but when you started saying James and all my
you're
family,
gonna get one. You're gonna get one, dude.
Jamie, my sister, Jamie Levon, James Allen, James Kelly, Michael Paul, and little James Green the second. So that was weird when you started saying James. I'll be quiet now.
So James, did that answer your question a little bit of like when you're asking about future like adventures? Like I would say like plan something for yourself and don't go outside of yourself to ask for the information, because you can find that you have that information within already. So it's really important for you to go within. Like you're a survivor of hardships. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Many, yes, for sure.
Okay. So you know what needs to be done. And when I was speaking earlier about coming into the voice, that's a big thing for you. It doesn't mean that you're shy. I would say that you're definitely not shy because of the two that the number two, the fire number you gave me. That indicates that, you know, you aren't scared to speak up. If something's a certain way, you'll just say how it is. But on the other hand, there are times when you don't advocate for yourself. You might advocate a lot more for other people around you than you do for yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Okay, good. So go within for your answers instead of looking outside of yourself. Have you guys, on the show, have you guys heard of the 7 directions?
No.
No.
Okay. So when I'm doing your birthday, James, you're born on the 25th, so that's a 7, and you're born in 1978. When I add those numbers together, it's a 7, and then when I add your 2 7s and your 2 together, it's a 7. So when I look at your birthday, it's 2 7 7 7. Okay. So anytime I see 3 of a certain number, it gives me more information. So I would say, like, things fall into place for you. You don't have to put a ton of work into it. And it makes me think of the 7 directions. And a really cool psychic from San Diego who was in her 80s taught me this. So most people know the 4 directions. Darren, you know the 4 directions? Since you're working in that industry? It's easy.
North, south, east, and west?
Thank you. Okay. And so what would the other 3 directions be? Do we have any guesses?
Up and down?
Yes.
And
5
inside
and 6.
out?
Well, actually, the 7th direction is inside. The 7th direction is inside.
Oh, okay.
So north and south and east and west and above and below and within. So the 7th direction is go within.
Wow.
And so when I was doing James' reading, I'm seeing like 7 7 7, and I'm like, oh, 7 directions.
Wow.
So James, does that make sense for you?
What's that? Sorry.
Did that make sense for you about the 7 directions?
Oh yeah, definitely. It does, yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. We'll have to figure out Curtis's birthday if we're going to do a reading for him.
I know his birthday. I can tell you.
He's getting one.
November 17th, 1967.
Who is that? Hell, they were not my birthday.
Darren.
We can't tell you.
My birthday is awesome.
Yeah, November 17th, 67. My mother was November 16th, and it was midnight, and she was pushing and pushing. I was born about 10 minutes after I would have been born on her birthday, but she didn't push hard enough. Oh.
You guys are going to laugh when I do
I should not have told that. But
I'm
anyway,
ready.
Yeah, go ahead. Shuffle the cards, whatever.
No, there's no cards. I'm just looking at your birthday and
there's
your
no
and
cards.
your name.
Oh, it's just your thought process. Oh, that's better. You don't do tarot cards?
I do tarot cards, but I'm not doing them tonight.
Oh no tarot.
I'm just reading you.
I want to be humble, and I want to shut up, and I'll listen to everything you say. And I'm so sorry.
I want you to consider what I'm saying.
I'm gonna
think about it.
I just want to say I want to say thanks. That was awesome. That was fun.
James,
and I'll
you're
let you guys,
welcome. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, James. Sorry I confused you with my friend James.
James, my dad name.
Hey, I'll be your friend. Don't worry.
We're already friends. I just had the wrong friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I know. I talked to you the other night.
Have a good night, James. Have a great Sunday tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, James.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Thanks, 47.
All right. You're welcome. Anytime, man.
Later, man. Bye.
Bye, brother.
All right, baby. Yeah. Dig it. He got a reading. All right. He's happy.
So, Kurt, I take it that Darren knows you quite well. Is that correct?
A little bit. Only a couple of months, but we're kind of knowing each other a bit, but not like my best friend or my family around my friends around where I live. But
so
recently,
I'm gonna
we
save
got on the
some
radio
stuff on
and started talking 2 months ago.
Okay.
No, it was 4 months ago, Curtis.
Four
year.
months ago. I'm sorry.
5 months.
Has it been 5?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've known him 5 months.
Okay, perfect. I've heard you on the air before, Curtis. I know who you are.
Was
On
it
someone
a bad
else's
time
show.
when I was sloshed, or was it a nice time?
Pardon me?
Was when you heard me on the air, was I speaking cool or was I a mess? Because there were a time or two when
You were getting picked on by someone else, and it wasn't
okay.
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
So Darren,
All right.
I'm gonna see some stuff that I believe to be true about Curtis, and maybe you could say yes or no. Would that be okay?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, good. Because you have a rapport with Kurt, so you know his personality.
So does Wolfman.
Okay, perfect. So Mike, chime in.
All right, I'm chiming in. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh,
So
That's my
the
chime
name Curtis, and when I add the birthday together, these two numbers are air numbers. They're 3 and 6. And so these would lead towards someone that could be very sensitive to be hurt by others, but also they, if the person's not balanced, they could suffer from depression.
Chime time, yeah.
Is that true?
Oh,
Curtis,
yeah.
can you suffer from depression?
I believe that may be a trigger to the drinking.
Curtis?
No, I don't think I depressed because I always have my Lord to talk to. I like to indulge, but I'm not ever depressed because I know the outcome going to be all right.
So you
Sure,
talk
it
to
hurts.
so he talks to himself.
I do see the world and everything that's happened, all of the death and war and all. Of course, that makes everybody depressed when you see bombs going off and people dying in the Vietnam War. I lived through. 9/11. Of course, am I going to wake up 9/12 and not be depressed? You got to think a bit deeper. Of course, we're all depressed, but I'm not a shut in where I'm shaken and depressed about life. I know my God, and I know my King. I know things will be all right one day. And today's everything all right. Okay.
How about before you had your experience with the Lord? Were you depressed then?
No.
You were still.
I went on with
Okay.
it. We were a strong family. Green, you do what you got to. You got to bold on. You got to be.
Okay.
You got to move on, not stop.
I don't know if
Move
that
on.
would be accurate then, Paisley.
Yeah, you might see me
So-
on this radio show
You
and
suck.
sloshy a bit, and I'm not going to do that much more anymore. I've got to stop that. But nah, I'm not a weakling. I got some brass, and I bold on and move on. And hey, go through 9/11, go through 11/22/63, go through the Vietnam War, go through Bush's
Hey,
president.
don't tell me all that. I don't need to know that. I'm going to
Okay,
do
I'm
your
sorry.
reading. Don't do your own reading.
I'll hush now.
So people born on the 17th historically have a really strong personality, and they're not scared to speak up for themselves. So it's interesting that you're talking about, you have a lot of brass. I would say absolutely. Like if something is a certain way, you'll call it. You'll just say it. And later you'll realize you could have said it differently with a filter.
Yeah,
Darren-
I need to filter
Darren, Mike?
sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh God.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah, that one
That's
gets
a ding.
definitely a.
That's a really good sound effect, Darren. That's awesome.
Curtis and I are a lot alike that way.
And
Well, that
Curtis
was
is a
end
person
of,
that, even though he may sound off about things, he's very aware of his surroundings and he likes harmony. So when there's conflict, I would say, Kurt, you're not very comfortable in and around conflict. It doesn't mean you can't hold your own. It just means conflict creates a lot of stress for you. Like it'll stress you out.
Oh, bad. Oh, so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't need it in my life. If there's conflict, there's been a recent. I'm not going to tell all the detail about it, but I'm washing my hands of a bunch of folks. Just done.
What is his
Don't
birthday
need
again? Is he
He's November 17th,
Libra?
1967.
That's Libra.
Scorpio. No.
Scorpio? Okay.
Scorpio. Like me.
Scorpion.
Okay, that's
You know
fine,
what,
yeah.
Wolfman? I don't study Scorpio and Aquarius and all that. I just look at the numbers. So
Oh, yeah.
sometimes I'll tell someone they're stubborn. Like, for example, November 17th can be sometimes very stubborn. And people say, oh,
like
yeah,
my
I'm a
grandpa.
Taurus or whatever. But I don't study the astrology part.
Yeah, they
Casey, how do the numbers work? I mean, what do you think you're tapping into when you get their birth date? I mean, is it just because of the day they're born, or are you getting more than that? Just something, that comes to you.
Darren, it's magic. Come on.
It's a white magic. White magic. There's something.
It's all about when
numbers.
we're born.
It's very scientific. It's all about the month that you're born and the day that you're born and the year that you're born. And this is why, like, occasionally twins will be born, and one will be born just before midnight and one will be born just after midnight, and their personalities are going to be not the same.
Huh.
It's something about all things work for the good, including numbers. When you add up something, I'd wake up and see 111, you know what I mean? Or I wake up and see 333. Did you ever do that? When you're waking up out of sleep, there's boom, the clock be 4:44.
No, it's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 4:47 is usually what it is for me. It's always something 47.
See, there's something about that. There's something
And how
deeper
about for
numbers.
you, Mr. Hedgehog?
Well, am I like Kurt because we're a day off? Or am I totally
No.
different? 'Cause
You're totally
the
different.
18th?
You have similarities to him, but like the year that you're born is different than his year. And because you're born on the 18th, you're more harmonious, you're more sensitive, you're more creative. It doesn't mean Kurt's not creative. It means you're more creative than Curtis.
Am I less stubborn?
You know what? You are
Yes.
similarly stubborn to him. When I add your birthday together, Darren, it comes to 8. And being born on the 17th of November comes to 8. So you both have the ability to be stubborn, but Darren, you're more accommodating because you don't like to be hurt, so you don't like to hurt others. So if your stubbornness is hurting like someone close to you, like your partner or your coworker, or you'd rather not hurt them.
Correct.
Whereas
Ever.
November 17th, they'll be like, "Oh man, that's an ugly dress. What are you wearing that for?" Like sometimes
Oh,
they just
I
blurt
wouldn't
things out.
say
It just
that.
comes out.
I would think that, which is the same in the Lord's eyes of saying, if you think it, you're saying it. I would think it, girl, what is that dress? But I would never tell her. Unless they're like my sister. I'd say, Jamie, no, don't wear that.
Thank you, Curtis. Thank you for being honest. Like this numerology is really serious, right? So it's fascinating. It's a good question, Darren.
Do you know what happened on November 18th? My brother Darren, I hate to tell you. You know what happened that day?
You
in
told me before.
1978?
That's the day that all the people committed suicide down in
Jim Jones.
Africa.
11/18/1978. I
Dude.
woke up and saw that and thought, oh my God.
Okay.
So you want to talk about Jim Jones, Kurt, and
No,
you
I'm
like
sorry.
JFK?
Go on.
No,
I'll
listen,
shut up.
listen. I got a guest for you for your show, man. You got to have Gordon Roop. He knows about all that stuff. He's a historian on all that stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to have him on your show. You're gonna
What's
love
his
this
name?
guy, Gordon Roop. And he's
Gordon Roop, like Joe
and
Roop.
he's a historian on JFK, also Lincoln, the assassination, and the Jim Jones thing. So you guys would have a great show.
Once
Paisley.
I learn all this stuff, Wolfman, it's so hard to learn all this. If I'd ever take the time to try to study it, all these downloads and this mixer and all, I have no
okay.
idea how to do it.
Anyways, we got to take
Paisley,
a break.
can you
We got to
tell
take a break.
Curtis-
Hey, break time.
Okay.
Watch your clock, Darren. It's top of the
Sorry.
hour.
I have so many
Anyways,
questions.
it's top of the hour, so you save them for after the break. And
Hey,
also,
can I tell
wanna-
Paisley, thank you for that. That was a cool reading.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
for sure, for
Ma'am.
sure.
Stay tuned for more.
And also, I would like to know after the break, is numerology, does it come from Possibly from the I Ching.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I got your reading ready for you too, Paisley.
All right. Adam. That's awesome, Adam. I was going to get back to Adam, too, after the break, because he's getting ignored here. And this is another song by Mike Dunn. This is my favorite. It's called Faith Healer. All right.
Hey, Adam.
Rocking like the Wolfman on KTLK, the Fringe FM.
This poor fool doesn't know. So many questions I can't define. So many answers I can't hear. I need some time beyond the city lights. Gotta get my heart in gear. Maybe I can make it clear. I wanna learn the light to believe. I wanna cover you in gold. Lay your hands on me like a faith healer, and I'm never letting go. I know you tried to do the best you could. I guess I had another plan. Oh, tell me, baby, what can I do? I'm just a solitary man. I never thought that I could lose your heart. I thought I watched you growing old. I should have told you these words from the start. I guess that's how it goes. I still gotta let you know. I wanna love you like a true believer. Wanna cover you in gold. Lay your hands on me like a faith healer, and I'm never letting go. This night's burning like a lonely fever. Why does it still feel so cold? Lay your hands on me like a faith healer, and I'm never letting go. One day you wake up and it's all over. I used to know you like the back of my hand. Where did the time go? We're getting older, and I don't think we'll ever understand. I wanna love you like a true believer. Wanna cover you in gold. Lay your hands on me like a faith healer, and I'm never letting go. This night's burning like a lonely fever. Why does it still feel so cold? Lay your hands on me, I'm your faith healer, and I'm never letting go.
The Monster Castle Paranormal Radio Show. We explore the paranormal phenomenon with researchers and skeptics from all walks of life and beyond. Fridays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, on KTLK, Digital Broadcasting Network, thefringe.fm. Visit our website at monstercastleparanormal.com.
Actually, the times of that may go back to those times later, but right now the times on that commercial are wrong. Right now we're at, it would be 12 p.m. Pacific time on Saturday nights, and
Wolfman, can we do an extra hour?
yeah, we're going to go 3 p.m. Yeah, we could, but I'd have to restart it. 3 p.m., and that's Pacific time, right? Or 2.
Can't
No,
believe
2
2
p.m.
hours are gone. I
2
haven't even asked my
p.m.
questions yet.
2 p.m. Pacific. I'm trying to work out what our times here, man. Help me out.
107 in Arizona.
No,
I
tomorrow's
don't
show.
know.
Tomorrow's show is
Oh.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 2 p.m. Pacific
My
time.
time.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
So we're having
Mountain
another show tomorrow, 2
I
p.m.
requested it off so I can do it, Wolfman.
All right. So, anyways, the best way, if people listening to us, is to find us on Spreaker.com. That's speaker with an R in there, Spreaker.com, and favorite us. Just search for Monster Castle Paranormal and favorite us, and you'll get an email whenever we go live. That's the coolest thing. And you can get access to our full archives there, free archives. If you want to listen for 24-hour entertainment, then just Google thefringe.fm, not .com, just thefringe.fm. That's the network we're on, and they play shows all day long for you. And they play our reruns all night long, all week long. We got a caller. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Perfect. I'm Autumn.
Autumn,
Oracle.
how you doing?
How are you guys?
It's the Oracle.
Good.
You've been trying to get through it.
Hi,
How
Autumn.
are you guys?
Awesome.
Hi.
Hey there.
Do I get a reading tonight?
Oh, sure. You can have a reading. Paisley will be right back.
That's what I was
She'll
hoping
be back.
for.
She is. She's back.
All right.
Autumn, who did you want a reading with?
I don't know who was our guest tonight.
Paisley is our
That's
guest.
me.
And she's the...
Yeah,
Yeah. Can you do a reading?
for sure. Is Autumn your birth name?
Yes. Of course.
And when's your date of birth?
11/19/1986.
Okay. And did you have a question?
No, actually I don't. I was just hoping to get a reading.
Okay. I'm just adding your numbers together
well,
here.
Maybe
quickly.
it's is moving
I would say
south
you're
a good
fairly
idea, 'cause
balanced,
I feel-
Autumn. Are you a psychic?
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider myself a psychic, but I have
Yes, she
intuitive
is.
energy.
Yes, she is.
Come on.
Come
See,
on,
what
I'm an
happens here with
oracle.
this
I'm not
birthday is-
I'm not a psychic.
So we
Where are
have
you?
water and fire and air, and the way the numbers are showing themselves to me, being born on the 19th Autumn with this name and the year and the month that you're born, you have a lot of intuitive ability, but you can be sometimes too humble with your skills. So sometimes I'll look at someone with this birthday with like your name is a 6, and so when I look at this, it tells
That's
me,
nice.
oh, she's a reader. She's got mystic ability. And I say to people, oh, are you a reader? And they say, well, I have 22 decks of tarot cards at home, but I'm not a reader. Do you have divination tools that you use?
Not really. I like personally, whatever is asked of me, then I give. But it's always not my best thing either, because people don't want to listen.
So do you get information for people without them asking a question?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And do you ask them if they want to hear the answer, or do you just start telling them what you get?
Sometimes it comes out, and then sometimes I ask.
Okay, you're gonna be a lot more successful if you ask them first, because sometimes people aren't quite ready to hear what you have to say, because you're here to teach them.
Right.
Yeah, your lesson in this lifetime is to inspire other people.
Perfect.
So
Love that.
You've seen the show The Long Island Medium? Teresa
Yes,
Caputo,
actually.
the New York psychic. Okay, so she kind of goes around and almost like attacks people with her information. I realized, there's TV cameras and microphones and everything going on while she's, doing her show, but she kind of blindsides people with the information. It comes on really strong. It's really rare that you see her sort of ask people, may I give you the information? And permission is such an important piece to this because, like, you would never, be out in public and have a dentist there who's going to, like, start pulling out your teeth because there's something wrong with your teeth. You would, like, make an appointment. You would go to the dentist. You would ask them to fix your teeth. You wouldn't just randomly, let somebody take your teeth, right? You know what I mean?
Right. No, I totally understand what you're saying.
You're a healer to the people around you.
With that better. So thank you.
And you provide healing. You have the ability. Your personality sometimes can be right on point where you kind of have a personality that's similar to Princess Diana, like very generous, very kind, very helpful, very much of service to other people. Mike, can you speak to that for her?
I can.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you find that to be true, Darren?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Like, generous
Thanks,
and
Dennis.
humble
You're
and
sweet.
like giving.
Oh, definitely. She's been on and done readings for people, so that's as giving as you can get.
And she's on the air telling me she's not a reader.
And she has read people. And actually, Darren said
she doesn't do it on the spot though.
Yeah,
she
but
like looks at pictures and she gets all this information. She's more of a medium, aren't you?
How do you do it?
Yes, yeah. That's actually, I feel more connected to that than a reader.
yeah, but then Darren said that he had the most accurate reading from you than anyone else he's ever had a reading from.
You and Paisley both.
Well,
yes.
he allowed that, so he asked. He was open to that.
Paisley, she got my father, and she nailed like 6 things that we did together the year he died, 1978. It was amazing.
It is amazing.
And
She's very gifted.
She's just getting started, and she's going to start her own speaker show, and she's just getting going here, I think.
And I would say very much an empath, Autumn. Like you would feel
that's
information. Is
more
that correct?
My thing than most things. Yes.
Yeah. So do you use protection before you read for people? I'm not talking about condoms. I'm talking about psychic protection, Do you
I don't
protect
actually
yourself?
read for people very often. So
okay.
That's not like I said, like it's not my main thing, but I know that I can do it, and I think that's actually a very good idea to protect yourself before you do those things. So
because you're an empath,
for that information.
Like information comes to you. I'll say, like you feel it, or you see it, or you hear it, and so when you're receiving all this information from different places or receiving really intense information, it can sometimes either drain you or set you back.
It's good.
What's that, Adam?
It can what?
Adam, go ahead.
Yeah, and in psionics, it's called analytic overlay or overload. And in that with so much information coming into your mind, it can do things such as give you headaches or disorient you. It can make you feel tired.
Yes,
emotional
all the above.
balance.
Yes.
You feel tired when you do readings?
Sometimes, but not usually. I actually
for
feel
me,
more
Darren,
tired
it's
from...
interesting because I use protection a lot. So for me, when I do readings, I get totally energized.
I was going to say that would be adrenaline when you get in that zone. You'd be like,
huge.
more.
Yeah, I'm
But
on.
sometimes the information comes like late at night and to your sleep, which actually causes more cloudiness than clarity. So.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
But so like all you do and what you do, and it's about the same. But yeah, you even talked in your dream. You think about things deep in your dream. But like, say your average preacher, just a Christian preacher, he uses all that. He dreams about what he's going to preach the next day. He's going to tell a message about all what it's about. So use your dreams, use your daily life and all of that, whether it's doing how you guys do it or whether it be somebody at a pulpit. You know what I mean?
Is that what you do for your show on Sundays, Curtis?
I'll include that a little bit. I've only had 2 shows, so we'll bring that up.
Nice.
But I just, a little insight that we're all like the same, whether you do it from a pulpit, whether you do it.
We are actually all the same because we are light energy.
Yeah.
So
connected.
yeah, totally.
And if you split us
100%,
open,
all of us are.
if you split us open and splatter our guts all over the pavement, we all look all the same too.
Actually,
Oh yeah.
most of the people who are prophets or people who are philosophers who've come to show us that we are actually all the same and we all have a lot of very high abilities to do the same thing that I'm doing, that you could do, that we all can do.
If
we all very light energy sources and we can do that, the same thing.
If you like
all of us.
Concentrate on somebody's head blowing up, can you do it?
Only if it's an alien.
What kind of question is that?
He's just nuts.
I don't know.
I know.
Mike,
what
it's
was
time
that
for you to go make grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now,
Autumn,
on Mars Attacks
Autumn, can I
Earth,
ask you a
if they
question?
played the grandma's music, remember Mars Attacks Earth, the green, the heads exploded when they heard, ow, ow. Do you remember that? Mars Attacks 1996. Please tell me you do. You've got to play that now. Oh, you're too young. You're a little baby.
I was actually alive in 1996, very well alive in 1996, but I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Wolfman, do the
Actually,
heads
I think,
explode?
Oh.
Wolfman. Do you
I
remember
got it somewhere here. I'll find it in a second.
Ooh. Do you remember that? Who's the other
Slim
Paisley?
Whitman.
Do you remember that?
It's Slim Whitman is what it is.
Never
So,
mind.
Darren, you had a question for Amber.
I'll find it.
Darren, you have a question.
I do.
Yeah, perfect. Answer.
When you read,
Tell it.
when you were receiving messages from my father, what did it feel like? I mean, how did you know it was coming through? It was crazy.
I don't
Is
know.
it
Like, it just does. It just does. Like, it overtakes me, and then I have to, like, give that message, and there's no more or less to it, because it's only just channeling through. And I've actually been told when I was younger that I'm an open channel, so a lot of things can come through because I'm open enough to allow that to come through. So.
How often does that happen?
All day?
Yeah, do you get that like all the time from different
Yes,
people?
she downloads it. Yes, she does.
Did you get anything today?
Well, yeah, there's been downloading all day long. So,
Really?
Actually, so one of the things that I've been feeling very deeply, which is, I'm not like trying to scare tactic people, but I've been feeling like the earthquake that everyone talks about here is coming in the next like 5 years or so.
In the Northwest,
I know
you
it's
mean?
like a scary topic. Yeah.
There you go, Kurt.
Yeah, right?
That is
Oh,
Mars
my
Attacks
Lord.
Earth, 1996. It's the funniest
What's
movie.
that?
You gotta
Oh yeah, when you play this song
gotta
here,
watch it.
this is when the aliens' heads explode. That's
You
it.
can hear them explode. They're green like green fluid too.
Yeah.
Oh, not good.
Nice.
You have to watch it. All you people that haven't watched Mars Attacks Earth 1996, it's on YouTube. Just play
Okay,
it.
we got lots of
watch
people
it.
in line
So
for
funny.
calls here. So are we?
Okay.
Oracle, are we done with yours, or
Are we?
anything else to add to her reading? Because we got to take the next one.
I think that was it. Like, the first thing I said is, you're psychic, you're a reader. And she's like, no, I'm not.
Do you have any advice for her?
Protection. Like protection will help keep you grounded so that when you do download information, it'll just like bounce right off you. It won't sort of impact you, if that makes sense.
It'll shield you.
That's perfect. Yeah.
You'll be more protected, and you'll be able to read more people, and you'll be able to read more information.
I would
more
suggest
quickly
like
with
taking
protection.
make a pentagram and use someone else's blood and draw it on your forehead. Walk downtown like that.
No, pray to God.
Oh, that's
At late
so
night.
Portland.
That's awful. He's that way.
That's so
Pray to
Portland.
God at night.
Darren, give me your blood so I can walk the streets of Portland.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'm kidding, of course.
Pray to Jesus.
I'm so joking.
Telling you, dude. At night, late night, Jesus, help me. Please, just say that once. You'll be fine. Okay.
Autumn, get your speaker in order there.
Before you go to bed.
Get my what?
Get your radio show going. I'll be on
going.
next Friday with you.
Gonna be.
All right.
Perfect.
I can help you with that.
Yep.
Thank you, Autumn.
Is that Wolfman?
Yeah, I can help you with that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You get in touch with
Where's
me
the
and I'll
reader here?
I'll
I
help
want
you.
to hear more about her.
Paisley?
You can stay on, but actually,
Paisley.
Zach, are you there?
Paisley.
We got another
Do you
caller.
need anything from me before I go?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on.
Okay.
Are we still talking to Autumn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to know if you want to know anything from her.
Paisley,
Absolutely.
do you need anything?
Yes.
Love
yes.
and
Do you want a
joy.
question from me, or do you want to just give me some information,
Yeah,
please?
either or.
Okay.
Love
Do you have
or
a
just
question, or do you have any information that I need to know regarding Richard?
The truth, huh?
Gotta tell the truth.
Is that what you asked?
Nothing less.
Yeah, that's my question.
100%.
Do you know that you're an infinite being?
Yes. Of course.
Okay, Kurt.
You.
Paisley.
Paisley.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wolfman, I know you are.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing your show.
Let me mute myself.
Paisley, do you know that you're an infinite being?
I don't know that I know that. No.
Paisley?
I've never heard that term before.
Okay. You never heard infinite being in your entire life.
No.
And you're a reader.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you that means your soul is eternal.
Okay.
What's that?
It means your soul is eternal and unbreakable.
Goes on forever.
Yes.
Surely,
Well,
Paisley,
actually, we
go
all
on forever.
we all are that, whether you know you're that or you are that. Does that make sense?
I feel like I don't know that. In
So,
my head, I
you're
might be able
conscious
to
of
understand
your-
it, but I don't
your light?
feel that.
So you're conscious of your light, or you know your light, or
Yes.
you will just be human over and over again because you're just an energy source which we all are, that will continue on. So once you own that light, you can do more with it. Does that make sense?
Thank you. That's great.
Perfect.
So she needs to know that
that's
she's an infinite
actually-
being?
What's that?
So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
a message that she needs to know?
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was great.
Absolutely. We all should know that.
Everyone
wish
should
there
know
was a
that.
She
raised
doesn't
hand
know
on
that.
That's great.
I would like
I'm
to
sorry.
say. I would like to say something when I can. I'll not interrupt, but I'll like to say something.
Okay, go ahead right now, Kurt.
Okay. We on this earth, we are who we are. We're flesh and blood. Look at your skin. Mine's getting wrinkled every day, more and more.
Yes.
And we are the Bible. We're a temporary coat. We're look at all the graveyards and all the earth. If you think that we're going to live on like this, but we are all a spiritual being. We're not of this earth. Even the Bible says we're alien. Right. This is a temporary place for us. My grandparents are up there looking down, bloomed they asked my Lord, what is heaven like? Well, you're on earth, you're a seed. In heaven, you turn to a tree. All my grandparents are trees looking down, and we go on forever. My grandfather's favorite song, I got him on tape, I'll play it one day. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining, we'll go on forever until forever and ever, period. That's the way it is. That's the truth. Nothing else. That's it. I'm sorry. I want to.
We are infinite beings.
Forever.
We'll always
go on forever.
When our
I'm glad you know that.
when our capsules are gone, we'll continue on into a different energy source, whatever that is, because that's actually scientifically proven and
much
it's
better too.
So.
Mark, we could fly, wings.
We can do anything we choose. And actually, if you know that you can control that energy source, you can be wherever you want to be. So that's a beautiful part of our consciousness and our being of our soul. So you be wherever you want to be, you guys. You just have to know that you are in control of your energy source, and you are conscious of that energy source to be whatever you want to be.
Quit thinking that you're in your office. Quit thinking that you're your skin. Quit thinking you're in your surroundings. Close your eyes. We're on the planet Earth in a solar system amongst a trillion solar system. My God, we're not right where we are. We're a little tiny. We're a tiny speck.
All right, you made your point, Kurt. We've heard this all before.
We did choose this body, as you guys all chose your bodies and your life, because that is a choice.
That's a choice. That's it. We made.
You chose to be who you wanted to be right now. Whether you knew it or not, but you should. So,
Kurt, do you ever stand? Do you ever Kurt? Do you ever stand on the street corner and say that really loud, like?
No, that would be like the pharaohs.
Okay, you know what?
So that would be normal, but.
Anyways, we do have another
I
caller.
work in a street corner. That would be good.
I'm gonna have to jump in, guys, because we got a caller waiting for a long time here. Zach, are you on the air with us? Zach, are you there?
I am here, Mike. I am here, Mark.
All
Man.
right.
How you doing, brother?
All right, it's your turn, brother. You can stay on with us, Oracle, if you want. Maybe even help with this reading here.
Sure.
What's the caller's name?
Zach.
Hi, Zach. Did you have a question for us?
Well, I guess I do, yes.
And tell me your birthday as well.
March
Yes,
11th.
please. Oh, nice.
March 11th, 1970.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've had a presence here with me for several days. I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure. I've had a lot of subtle coldnesses blasted upon me, and a couple of nights ago it was pretty intense, and it was like I'd opened the door to a freezer, and
I feel like it's female, just saying.
Huh?
I feel like it's female.
I think it is too.
Yes.
And the person that I talked to said that that I feel close to, that has these same sensations. She said that it's a particular person that they're trying to get attention.
Are you in love with like a girl right now? Somebody you're interested in? And then if you think about her, you'll get that sensation thinking about her. And then you all connect because she think about you too.
Oh.
Do you have a girl that you're thinking about?
Oh, we got to take a break here, guys. Bottom of the hour. We'll be right back. Sorry, almost missed it. Here we go for our break. Finish this reading when we come right back here.
In a voice, it'll sound like angels coming from the sky. She can sing. She could sing. She was a groovy little baby with a fifth four-dimensional ring in a voice. That's right, all right, dig it, yeah, from the Wolfman. Sing it out now, yeah. Here we go. Groovy little baby from the fourth dimension. Did I forget to mention one thing? She could sing. Groovy little baby with a fifth dimensional ring in a voice that is. She could sing like an angel coming from the sky. She could sing. Groovy baby with a fifth dimensional ring in a voice that is, yeah, come from the sky. You're here with Dave Cruz and Wolfman Mike, and please listen to our new network,
KTLK DB thefringe.fm.
Way
Do it now. Go ahead.
Hey, welcome back to Monster Castle Paranormal. Be sure to visit Wolfman Mike 47 on Mike. I don't know that website. Tell me again.
Twitter. And
of course,
Twitter and
Facebook.
You can go to go to our website.
All over.
Facebook is Monster Castle Paranormal on Facebook. Skype and Twitter and Spreaker is all Wolfman Mike 47. You can also find Monster Castle Paranormal on Spreaker. And, if you go to our website, click on the links and like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, like us on Spreaker, and then you'll get automatic emails when we go live. Also, if you want to hear live music all the time, go to thefringe.fm, and that's our network, and you always have something to listen to 24 hours a day.
Oh, tell him Spreaker has a chat, too.
Oh, yeah, Spreaker, the chat room is a lot of fun. You got to go to the chat room.
Oh, God. It's fun. Fun chat.
Should we get back to Zach and his ghost problem?
Definitely.
I want to mute now. I'll mute.
Okay, Zach, you're on, buddy.
I'm here, man.
Okay, so Zach,
How
I
you
have
guys
a
doing?
question for you. I know you're talking to Autumn. Is Zach your full name, your birth name? Or is it Zacharias? Or
My birth name's Zachary Scott Polk. Zachary with an E.
Can you spell it for me?
Zachery Polk.
Okay.
Zachary Scott Polk.
Perfect. Autumn, did you have some more information about the ghosts? The spirit energy?
What's that?
The female spirit energy that you were speaking of earlier for Zach. Did you have more information for him?
I just actually felt this, just female energy in general around him. I feel like you maybe have a good relationship with your mother, and do you have a girlfriend?
Well, actually, coincidentally, I don't have a good relationship with my mother, and I haven't spoken to her in almost 2 years since the death of my grandmother, which actually become to believe was my biological grandmother. I was a secret all our lives. And the other female presence in my life is a woman that I've been in love with. I had a relationship for almost 8 years. We've been broken up with for over a year now, and it's the whole thing has been killing me.
Well, you have a lot of female energy around you.
Well, I like that thought, but it's not quite working out for me. Recently, I've had a presence around me, and I can feel the little blasts of cold, frosty air on my skin. And a few nights ago, it was really intense and undeniable. And I had a conversation with somebody that wasn't physically here for hours. From laughing.
Is your mom still physically here?
Yes.
Have you talked to her in a while?
Not in almost 2 years. 2 years this July.
That's her. That's your mother. So sorrowful. Weeping tonight. Weeping tonight. Yep, that's your mom.
So what is going on with your mother? May I ask that? What's going on with your mother?
Well, I haven't talked to her since the funeral. They wouldn't I'm the oldest grandchild. My mom got pregnant by her stepbrother accidentally on her 18th birthday, and they conspired to run off into the military and disappear and conceal the pregnancy. I only know this because my uncle Kirk, my father, he came out and told me that, he said, and this is word for word, he says, well, I don't know if you know it, but your mom got kicked out of boot camp pregnant. And she told me to run off with the Seabees. And in short, that's what the conversation was. Now, I'm not stupid.
Where do you live?
Grand Rapids area, Michigan.
I got an unknown caller coming in, too.
Wow.
Unknown caller. Good. Unknown caller, try again as soon as Zach is done, and then I can take your call.
Maybe it's another psychic.
Have you spoke to your mother in the last couple of weeks, or you just?
I haven't spoke to my mother since the funeral after they mistreated me. I'm the oldest grandchild, and I wanted to speak at my grandma's funeral. I wanted to give the eulogy. I felt it was my duty, and I had a song that I'd wrote a half hour after she died. Her spirit was with me, and I did something I never do. And I sat down out in the yard, and I set a video camera up, and I played a guitar song out of the top of my head, and I just started singing 2 minutes into it, which I've never, ever done, and I'm a musician. And and afterwards, I found a silver sleigh bell in the dirt with the voices in my head directing me to where it was at. But days before, I heard her in my head. I knew of her, and I was concerned of her, and I kept seeing her in people in my public scene that I was in. I kept seeing her in other people. And then the day she died, I made the recording a half hour after. And then when we went to the funeral, I wanted to do the song at the grave and at the funeral procession, and they wouldn't let me speak. But when the preacher stopped talking and was going to yield the post to somebody else, I stood up out of my seat and I just said what I wanted to say.
That's beautiful. Did you sing your song?
Yes, I did. I did get to play my song at her gravesite, but I didn't get to do it at the funeral. But the people at the funeral that knew my grandmother said that when I spoke, they could hear her in that room, and that made me feel really good.
Yeah, and she's definitely appreciating that. Thank you for doing that.
And you know, my family tried to hold me hostage and keep me away from the younger people, but the younger people took me in anyway. And I had the time of my life, and for the first time in my whole 47 years of existence, I felt like I was part of a family. And I haven't spoken to anybody since.
Wow. Brother.
Hey, Zachary.
That's amazing. You're
Zachary.
Like, yes, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. Thank you.
And it's killing me.
Is there any way in the world we could hear the song?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's coming. I got that music. Zach and I have talked off the air. We've been talking, and actually, he's going to be a guest on a show coming up.
Okay.
So you'll get to hear all that. Yeah.
It's
And he's got some big news that he's going to drop on you. It's a bomb. Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bomb to drop on you all.
Could I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Zach's like my age. I'm 60, 70. We were brand new when Sesame Street started. We saw Sesame Street brand new.
I grew up on that.
Yes, and Bob Barker, Prices and Mr. Rogers and Captain Kangaroo, the ping pong balls, but all of that mess. It was the Kennedy assassination, the Vietnam War. We're little kids. It was decrepitizing all the neighborhoods. It was awful. The cars got boxy. They were going to make flying cars in 57, 59, Cadillac, Big Fin, 60 should have been flying, but Kennedy got killed.
We're flying off topic, Kurt, again. We got 14 minutes left, and these people need their reading. So, Zach, if you're done, or if everyone's done with him, I got another caller waiting.
Oh, hey, one quick note. Just remember, Mr. Rogers won $20 million for public broadcasting with a song.
Wow.
He was a preacher, Mr. Rogers, by the way, a preacher man.
What?
He won that with the song in the house. In the
I have
Senate.
to post. I want to post a cool video on chat about Mr. Rogers. You have to watch it. It mixed his show. Shh, I'll be quiet.
That's all right. It's
Thanks
interesting.
for having me,
And
guys.
I can't seem to add this caller, so I'm going to have to just call him straight.
Well, Adam still wants his reading.
You
Don't
should
forget.
play this on the.
Sure. And I just wanted to say goodbye to Zach and thank him for calling. But also, next time you're in Grand Haven, go stand at the end of the pier there.
I've been to the end of the pier.
Yeah, that's my neighborhood where I grew up too.
Okay, I'm going to have to hang up on
Find
you,
me on Twitter.
on Kurt and
No, I'm gonna say the word.
and Zach and Oracle for temporarily. I'll add you back in after, okay?
I want to say one.
Bandit.
I had to do that in order to take this call because I don't know why, but that's a Skype thing. I could probably. Okay, it worked.
Hey.
Right on.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Oh, Wolfman, Mikey, man, what is
All
going
right.
on, brother?
Well, I had to take your call. This is Yuck Nasty, everyone.
Yeah, man.
From
it's
Get
Yuck
in the Corner Comedy Podcast. All right.
Hi,
You
Yuck.
find that on YouTube.
What's going on, bro?
All
Nice to talk
right.
to you.
I think you wanted a reading, right?
Yes, I do. What do I need
And
to do?
we need to know your first name, your birth name.
You really want to know my real first name, my birth name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm.
It's Timothy.
Okay.
Seriously, it is. It's Timothy.
Okay, and when's your birthday?
May 9th, 79.
Okay, did you have a question?
No.
No question?
Was I supposed to have a question? I thought I was getting beating.
If you want to know something about, is it your future, Paisley, or what do you want him to ask questions about?
Well,
Just try to
people
read me
ask
out and
so
tell
many
me if
questions.
I'm okay or not.
Sorry, say that again?
I said, maybe just hang out and you could read me and tell me if I'm okay or not.
You're okay.
Where's he come
great.
from? Where the
I'm
hell
great.
does this guy come from?
All right, thanks for calling.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay, so
As long as the psychic
so-
says I'm okay, penis.
What is he?
When you go by Yuck Nasty, it's Y-U-K, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that name is really similar to the name Timothy. It's the same kind of energy. It's like entertainer, actor, class clown.
Definitely.
But you provide healing to people by being like center of attention. And you also have another side to you where you love to like pull away from people. Like you can be the life of the party, like standing on the table in the restaurant, cracking jokes or entertaining
Hanging
people.
your thing out, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then you like go home and you like shut the blinds and turn the phone off and like you may like really spend time alone, like not isolating, but really downtime alone. You have that other side to you that's very private.
Like in the corner, what you do with your, you know.
My girlfriend is over
No.
here like, yes,
Is that true?
yes.
Is that true?
Not
Yuck?
that, Wolfman.
Oh my God, yes, it is so true because again, my girlfriend is over here like, yes, shaking her head, yes, to everything that you're saying. What's your name, sweetie?
My name's Paisley.
Paisley, yes.
Paisley Town.
Paisley Town, yes. Yuck Nasty thinks Paisley Town is pretty goddamn right on fucking point.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, with me, I don't know about these other guys.
Did you have a question you wanted answered, like in a reading?
Wow, what kind of question can I ask?
Well, it could be like
All right, here we go.
relationship or health or direction or.
All right, so I just met this fucking woman. I'm really into her.
What's your birthday?
May 9th.
No, when's mine?
Her birthday's May 9th?
No, mine is. When's your birthday?
No, but when's her birthday?
August 16th?
August 19th.
August 19th?
Oh,
And what
she's
year?
there. She's there with him.
Yeah, she's here. What's
That's okay. What
the
year?
birthday? What's the year? Go ahead, get on the mic, man. The mic's right there. Don't be afraid of the mic. Put the headphones on. This is good, man. Wolfman, thank you for having me on. And again, I'm
Yeah.
rebroadcasting on my corner.
Oh, right. I know. That's so groovy,
my
man.
Mixler on
Can
the
you hear
corner.
me?
Yeah, we can
That's
hear
so
you.
Hey, girl, we
groovy.
can
So
hear
we're
you.
we're on the Get on the Corner
There we
show.
go. Here we go.
All
I got
right.
to smack the mixer a couple of times to make sure we're good. Here you go. Say it again, baby.
Hey, can you hear
All
me?
right, yeah, we hear
Yep,
you.
we can hear you.
Okay.
Tell us what year you're born and your first name.
Jody is my first name, and 84.
Okay, so like Jody, Jody, or Jodie?
Yeah,
IE, honey.
IE. Yeah, IE.
Okay. Believe it or not, it makes a difference when we're doing this. So,
I believe it.
I turned it off. Hold on.
so you guys are very similar. Oh my gosh.
Really?
Okay, so yes.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a good combination for a relationship because you won't be on the same sentence at the same time, but you're on the same page at the same time, which is interesting because like some people choose people in relationships where they're not even in the same library, you know. But this is really good because when Yuck is feeling like sensitive or down, you provide a resource to him that he doesn't have access to when he's down.
Aww.
And I would say, Jody, you're a survivor of hardship. Is that correct?
Say it again.
I've been through some shit, yeah.
But you've come out the other side and you're flourishing. You're blooming. You're doing well.
I'm getting there.
I would say yes. And Yuck, you're very sensitive. Like you may present as being very strong and very masculine. I'll take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. But you're also the guy that would like save the kitty out of the tree.
Absolutely.
Stop telling everybody my fucking inner feelings.
All right, Yuck.
Oh,
You're
man, no, it's
welcome.
good.
No,
Honestly, I
yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
she's perfect.
Yeah, keep
She's
going.
right on.
Keep going.
She's right on.
Yeah, let her keep going, Wolfie.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Do you have a question? Like,
Was that right?
What do you guys want to know?
Are we
Should I
having...
even deal with her, or should I just kick her out of the house right now?
Yeah, because we kind of had a big blow up tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You fight very well. Like the two of you, like you both can go at it, and then you both like open your hearts to each other and can be vulnerable to each other for each other. So it's a good match. It's a good match.
You know, I think so too. I'm trying to fix her goddamn microphone on this mixer. But yes.
You win.
Yay.
I guess you won, man.
Oh, God, pick up that chord I just lost. Oh, here we go. All right. Paisley, right?
Yes,
Paisley.
that's me.
Here we go. Say something, Jody. You there?
I'm here.
Oh, are we talking normal now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I am a masculine, kind of hiding behind a sensitive little pussy ass. I can't even watch. I hate looking at Facebook. Honestly, I can't even scroll down my timeline because of how it jerks you from one emotion to another. It's like all of a sudden these dogs are dying, and this guy's saving a dog, and all of a sudden it's like some Chinese guy's roasting a cat.
Well, that would just make you want to go out and like buy a big truck with big tires or drive a motorcycle, or it just makes you want to present yourself as more masculine to protect yourself from the open-heartedness, right?
No. Not
someone
me
with
at
your
all.
birthday,
Not that
someone
far.
with your birthday would present as having like tattoos and a beard and like really masculine.
No,
Yeah.
I have only
He
two
has
tattoos.
tattoos.
Only two, and
Yep.
they mean something to me. I got my
But
son's
you got your
handprints
tattoos.
on one fucking. Oh, I got my son's handprint.
And he's got a beard.
Not a beard like she
You
thinks.
got
Thank
a
you,
beard.
Jody.
She's relating me with the Harley Davidson driving
No,
motherfuckers.
he's
You have
not.
tattoos and a beard.
He's not a biker, dude.
No.
What does he drive?
A
People crazy.
Ranger.
My answer is people crazy. That's what he drives.
Yeah.
He's the engine and he's the locomotive and the caboose, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. I do that, but you definitely got my physical appearance wrong, sweetie.
No, not necessarily.
Man, I don't have no fucking
She's just.
beard.
You do have a beard.
No, she's thinking like
Really?
a beard, like all these.
Are
dudes
you
have
thinking
beards.
like fucking what are we talking about?
Yeah, like a
what's
like
that
a
show?
beard.
What's that show?
I
I'm
just
not
got-
talking
I
about
just
a
got
ZZ Top beard. Like I'm just saying, like he will present as being more masculine than a lot of men would present as being. Like Darren, he's pretty clean shaven. Is that correct, Darren?
I have a goatee, a little goatee.
Oh, you're well known, Darren. You heartbreaker.
I have a goatee
That guy in the
to
background.
hide my double chin because I'm so
Darren
fat.
the heartbreaker.
See, Darren's born on the 18th, which is a 9. And Yuck, you're born on the 9th, which is a 9. So you and Darren would get along really well, too.
Hell yeah,
Are
man! We
you-
should go
are
play
you
some
friends?
pool and put our dicks out and show.
Hey, watch the language. There's children.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
At 4 o'clock.
This is a clean show.
Yeah, there's a lot
in
of
the middle of
children
the
that
night
listen
at the
to this time in
bewitching
the
hour.
morning.
Almost
Yeah,
time
but
for
there's a
our
lot of
break.
kids. I'm telling you, the kids are listening.
Especially on the
from
Gay
Australia.
Corpus.
The kids in Australia think it's Christmas morning right now.
Now, sweetie, I forgot your name again. How are you a psychic? How
God.
did you become a psychic? What's the first thing that made you think about it? Think about like you
That's
had something going on.
Got a
or-
great story. Tell her, Paisley.
Well, which
Tell 'em
story,
Paisley,
Darren?
right?
The one about the 8 of 10.
Okay.
My bad, Paisley. Yes, please.
That's
Thank
okay. So I took a metaphysics class when I moved to the west coast of Canada, and we studied something called psychometry, which means that I can read objects or photographs. So the teacher gave us each of us a piece of jewelry, and we were supposed to be quiet and write down. We were supposed to hold the jewelry and just write down, 10 or 12 things about the item. So I was like really irritated with the teacher. I was like, well, you're not telling us how to do it. You're just telling us to do it. I don't know how to do it. So I just wrote some random things down on my paper. And when it came to my turn, we went around in a circle and took turns and told the teacher what we wrote. And I just read my list, and the teacher just kind of stopped. And out of the 10 things that I had written down, 8 of them were correct. And I just knew at that point, I was like, this is what I'm going to do in my life. This is why I'm here on the planet, is to do this, to provide this kind of work for people. It's not work. It's so fun. Doing readings it's like when people pay me, I'm like, God, I just got paid for that. It was so fun.
Damn. So what do you do online? You have a website? You do readings on Skype or what?
I do readings on Skype. I have a website. I teach classes.
Oh,
I
that's
do
perfect, guys.
all kinds of stuff.
You know what? We're
tell
going
you
down.
after the
Okay,
break.
I got to break in here because 30 seconds left, and this show's going to end. But we're going to go back on live again right after. There might be a bit of a pause if you're listening on the network, but we're going to come right back with Paisley, and I'm just going to go back live again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm having fun. Thank you, Wolfie.
All right, and that's good that you were doing that. So, anyone listening, what's your website again, Paisley?
PaisleyTown.com.
There you go. And we'll be right back with Paisley and shortly on KTLK, the network, The Fringe. There might be a small pause in between while I restart.